Welcome.
Now that we're done, shut up, Alex.
All right, let's dox ourselves now.
Yep, quick, real
Alex
quick.
lives at.
I would like to use this platform to.
I'm not live, okay? I can just stop the video.
From tennis.
Danielle, you're the reader. You're the notes recapper today.
Good thing I paid attention last week. Whew. Okay.
Love that for me.
So we start off in the bar that we slept at, and we get up. It's Vesper just announces that she and Arya are gonna leave to do a couple things for a while. And then Prospero sends a message to Sinel being like, yo, your daughter is in love and she's gonna go on a kind of honeymoon thing. And Sinel's like, great, congrats, my child. And then we decide that we're going to check out a research facility where people haven't been heard from, that we saw in an that Vesper saw in an advertisement in town. But then we're like, oh, maybe we should celebrate Vesper's last day with us. Prospero decides to try and get people in a party mood and messages Blinn, the satyr, and Blinn is like, yo, I love your energy. I'm so much more into this than your party members are, but sorry, it's too far. And then Prospero gets upset because everyone's harshing his vibe and decides to go share shots with a hot girl and make out with her face. So then all of a sudden a wild pumpkin festival appears and everyone goes to the pumpkin festival looking kind of for Prospero. Zoot's like, yo, Atticus, Cornelius, Caduceus, Pontiff, do you want to smash some pumpkins with me? And they do, and Zoot wins some seeds, because he dunks on Ashpa. Vesper and Arya dance, Go fucks off, Reynard gets pumpkin food. And then they just have good fun. They have a great time, hurt each other with pumpkins. Prospero's making out with this elven gal named Aline. Everybody has dinner. We talk about food. We say goodbye to Vesper and Arya, and then we go to figure out the stuff with the lab stuff. So we meet Fallon, who wants us to give a detailed report, salvage things, and tells us that it's a 2-day east walk under an old watermill. Hawkeye with a man bun. Stuff. Oh. And then
goodbye, somebody.
We meet Ambrose, who is in. Yeah, sorry, Ambrose is the not super hot guy, but he does have a man bun and a really strange voice. Yeah, he's not a daddy. That's right. Even though he's kind of the age of a dad, he's gonna join our group because he needs money and he does this for his family. Support them. Reynard doesn't trust him, doesn't want him around, and we're all like, fuck off, Reynard, be chill. And he decides. And then a giant monkey runs by and steals the man's goat, yeets a tree at us. We kind of fight it and then decide to charm it. And we talk with the farmer who's like, yo, these big monkeys, they're a problem. His goat dies. Prospero buries it because he's a nice person and not insensitive. We cast Dispel Magic on the monkey when we find it again so that it becomes small and it's no longer a giant monkey. We go to the watermill, find the trapdoor, go down there, find an adult dragon-sized rat, fight 4 of them. Oh, that's what they were. Right. And then we go into a room with a big work desk, find research, which signals that they're working on enlarging and reducing to animals. And the science guy's name is Dr. Alton Jensen. Zoo notices a beige mound in the distance, and we head further into the dungeon toward said beige. The end.
All right. That is what happened. So you guys,
Can I get some applause?
do you feel like you need applause? It's silent, but it's there.
Wait, I got one for you.
Just one. All right.
One applause.
Yeah, I said I got one.
One applause. That's very strange. Okay, so
Sorry,
yeah, you guys are now in the middle of the room, standing below a very large desk or work bench. Never clear apparently. But here we are.
Oh man, I wish I could see what it looks like around
Is that the
here.
map?
Fuck your map. I'm on the right one.
Wow. Oh yeah, it was just a square, an endless square. God damn it.
Oh, are you guys still concentrating on spells? Probably not. Oh, you were flying.
I had cast detect magics, but I think it's gone now.
Yeah, that's right. It's probably still here. It's an hour or 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, probably gone now. And I think you guys are moving, generally continuing across the room towards the like kind of sounds of water. Is that right?
Right. The beige mound.
Oh, that was more off to the side.
Beige mound.
So if you want to go that way, that would be going left instead of straight, essentially.
Gotta do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
You want to do that? Go there.
Yes!
Go after the mound.
Go after the
Well, I don't know about
mound.
that. I'm just going
Unless
left.
it's shambling, in which case we don't want to fuck.
It is not shambling. It's a like a big mass of this sort of like beigeish color. Size comparison, it would be for what you guys are now. It would match your size in being like a large boulder, like almost couch size, probably.
It's like a piece of poop.
I mean, not couch size,
What
no, a
we're
little bit,
right
a little
now?
bit smaller than that. Beige? What's wrong with your boobs? They just like tan.
Pretty brown.
Anyway, so you guys approach it. Anything you guys want to do as you're approaching, or any how do you want to approach it? I guess maybe is how I should ask.
I'm looking with my eyeballs.
Is it moving?
It doesn't look to be moving. Anyone I guess that wants to go closer can make a perception or investigation.
I mean, I think going closer is the intent. You said perception?
Or investigation, yeah.
Oh, I mean, if you're giving me the option.
27.
It's too much power you're giving him.
Sheesh, 27.
20.
God damn.
Bam.
But
29.
Natural
Oh.
18 on the die.
I got
God.
10.
Plus 9. That's how the math works, I think.
Alright, so you guys circle around it, and you very quickly determine through the lot of you that that it looks like a large crumpled up piece of paper. Generally about the size, maybe a little bit bigger, like more of like a notepad size, you know, for someone that would fit in the room. But yeah, it does look like it has writing on it, but it would be kind of folded up a little bit.
Is it legible if we like try to uncrinkle it?
Possibly.
Oh god.
Everybody grab a corner and do it
Strength
like
check.
a sheet.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
do it.
You guys want to grab it? I mean, with the whole group of you doing it, it doesn't require much effort. I mean, maybe one person trying to do it would be a little harder, but
Is the sheet of paper thicker than a normal sheet of paper? Or is it
maybe like a tiny bit, but not enough to be like any really much noticeable.
Okay.
Sorry. Then.
Okay, so you guys unroll it, unfold it, and you can kind of run across it and read. Oh, the needn't should be like crossed out.
We needn't, shouldn't.
Yeah.
I like that better, to be
It
honest.
apparently
It makes sense why it's crumpled.
strike through. Well, I mean that's what it is. Like whoever wrote this wrote it and then like kind of scribbled it out and then wrote shouldn't
Oh.
instead. Strike through doesn't work on Roll20, I guess. Good to know.
Gets cut off though.
Yep. Or, it's not like torn or anything. It just stopped.
Oh.
Hmm.
Because they wrote needn't, shouldn't. They had to write it.
I'd throw it away too. What a awful error to make.
Alex is gonna try and pick it up and throw it away. Just to like the side. Just...
Okay, make an athletics check.
Oh God, no.
It definitely takes you a lot more effort than it should to pick up a piece of paper. I mean, it's big, but
Joke was
Peop-
too long.
people are also reading it probably still, so you're just kind of like trying to tug it.
That's awkward.
Doesn't really get very far, but
Oh well. We're gonna follow the left wall then.
Zoot, make a perception
Totally.
check for me.
Oh, I would love to.
Actually, wait. I
Why
guess
don't you do it?
you probably don't need to make the check, to be honest. You just because you have the extra vision, but you would see a little bit past that. There's like these giant metal like cups, essentially, or cans, or like some sort of shape along those lines. Just kind of sitting on the ground. A couple of them like knocked over a little bit.
Oh, I guess there's more that way.
Is that the chamber pot?
Better
It's
not be a
not that
giant.
big. But I mean,
Zoot will kind of motion to come with him and start walking towards the giant cups / things.
okay. Is everyone going with?
Yerp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alrighty. You guys follow on past the piece of paper. There's 5 of them on the ground. 2 of them look like maybe they were sitting there, stacked up, and then 2 of them are kind of tipped over, like maybe they had been stacked as well and knocked over, or maybe they fell off a table or something and kind of rolled over here. And then one of them is kind of just sitting by itself. They look like these giant monuments to your size, basically. I guess they would be about as tall as you guys are.
Do they have anything? Do they have anything on them? Any world's best doctor or anything?
Not particularly. They look like, probably not used for, well, I mean, I guess they could be used for drinking, but they look pretty nondescript. Possibly used more for like transportation of liquids or something, but they're like pretty big, so.
Can I?
Did you guys ever do like the cup stacking in gym class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I.
Is that
That's
still a
what I
thing?
think the Giants are doing. Cup stacking.
I don't know. I feel like
Should
it's
be,
gotta
it's
still be a
fun.
thing. Yeah.
Can I take a peek inside and see like if there's some kind of weird liquid or if it's just?
Yeah, make
Water.
a quick perception check in.
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw some kid walk around with it recently when I was during my Ankeny school, or AIM school.
Good. Cup
Like
stacking
weeks
is the
ago.
tits. Alright, Zoot. So one of the cups that is like basically completely sitting on its side, looks like it did have liquid in it. It's hard to tell what because it looks like it kind of spilled. And now that you're kind of looking at it, the floor looks maybe a little stained, just like this kind of darker color.
What does it smell like?
It smells, kind of like a little earthy, I guess. It's a little hard to tell just because it's not very concentrated. I mean, it's kind of like a little sticky around here in Hard to Walk, but it looks like most of it either evaporated or
What if I
something.
like stick my face in the floor and like give it a big old whiff?
This isn't Vesper. This is Ambrose. Remember.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Also, there is something else in the other cup, which we'll come back to after you're done
Oh,
Hell yeah.
sorry.
licking the ground.
I'm not. Well,
Eh,
yeah, lick it.
pretty much. Oh, God.
A little way.
23.
Okay. It smells to you not familiar, but like almost familiar. Um, not entirely sure what it is, but it's some sort of chemical that you're pretty sure you recognize. You just can't place it quite right now.
How does it taste?
Something you're pretty sure. Oh, it tastes. You did actually taste it, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Why not?
It doesn't taste great. It tastes a little like maybe, somewhere around a mud flavor, which I mean isn't necessarily its own flavor, but reminds you of that a little bit.
Earthy. Tastes earthy.
And then in the other cup that's turned over, this one kind of like fell in a way that it's leaning a little bit against one of the other ones. Zoot, you do notice there is a person. Not moving, but your size.
In the cup.
Yeah, like back in the very back of it, kind of like curled up.
Hello?
No response.
Oh, fuck.
Prospero is gonna do a medi check.
Okay. Well, as you approach him, he looks to be fairly curled up, kind of like fetal a little bit, but one of his legs is definitely not sticking out in the right direction. Very damaged. And go ahead and roll a medicine check, I guess. Oh, yep. Yeah, you don't even have to like you don't even have to climb into the cup.
Jesus.
He's very not alive.
Ooh.
Big goof.
Yeah. But he's kind of like curled up in this way that I guess with that perception check too, you definitely notice he's holding on to something. He has like a kind of backpack on him. It looks human, wearing this like kind of short, essentially a lab coat. Although it's kind of like brown, and he has these like lab-looking like technical gloves on, I guess. But yeah, he's clenching something. Looks to be
Grab it.
a book. I was saying that's his dude.
Oh.
But I mean,
I guess if I saw him like guarding something, I'd probably reach in and yoink it.
okay, yeah. It's not too hard. Like I said, the cup's at a bit of an angle, so you just have to climb in a little bit. But it's not at such an angle that it's any difficult thing to do.
I'd also look for like some kind of identification.
Right. On the guy, there's like a little kind of like stitched into his coat the name Harold. Just pretty straightforward, Harold. And the thing that he is grasping looks to be some sort of like journal or notebook.
I think
Atticus is gonna rummage through his backpack.
Oh, okay. He's got mostly like things that he probably would have been working with, assuming he was working here. I mean, there's a couple of vials and things. Nothing too interesting. He's got, 3 silver on him.
I'm gonna take the vials and
Okay.
the silver.
Is there like stuff in the vials, or are
No,
they
they're
empty?
just empty. Yeah. It kind of looks like, based on the whole setup, like maybe he was gonna go out and do some sort of research out in the field, whatever that means, for this guy. But possibly just like collection of whatever he would put in the vial. Not really any good way to know based on what you see, but it just like kind of has those vials and then a few like kind of like scraper travel type of tools.
Okay. I think Zoo will like thumb through the journal and
Okay.
see if there's anything that kind of like sticks out on like a cursory skim.
Okay, make a with a cursory skim an intelligence check, I guess. Just to see what you can pick up in a pretty quick amount of time.
Ooh, not much.
You're muted, Alex.
Yep, sorry.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. I'm muted on mute. For a while, he talks about, mostly, his work. He seems like he kind of like generally likes the work. I mean, he seems interested in kind of his wording of it, but you don't get a whole lot of detail on it. It does mention animals, but you kind of skim past it real quick. He also complains about Dr. Jensen, his boss. But again, you kind of skim past that. And then you come to the last two entries. One of them says this, the second to last one. Or like one of the last ones, I should say. And then there's a couple of...
Is it really dead, or is it supposed to be deaf? No, dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Falling on deaf ears.
On dead ears. Eyes. Dead eyes. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's like a...
You read a
the more you
letter.
look through it, it looks like a personal thing, so... Borderline between like journal and... I guess almost a diary, kind of, but not quite. So that's like the second to last. And then there's another few... Like the second to last one of size, I guess. And there's another couple where essentially he's trying to process what happened, and he doesn't really go into what happened. And then he writes that his inkwell didn't shrink with him, and he ends with that.
Oh.
Dr. Jensen sounds like Amazon.
God damn it.
Fine.
If Zoot's reading this out loud, I'm gonna check for that device in his bag for sure. But if I find anything helpful there, find around the cup too. Again.
Yeah, okay, make an investigation check. You don't see it. Not a whole lot around on the ground. Besides a few rocks and stuff. And in his bag doesn't look to be anything that could be a device, particularly. It's mostly fairly simple tools.
Does it say anything about like what the experiment was that happened, or the work that happened?
Are you asking this out loud, or are you asking me? But this is I just told you the information Zoot got looking through it fairly quickly. So if you guys want to go back based on whatever your group interest is. But that...
Is it reading this all out loud then? Yes,
I mean, I would cliff notes it. I don't think I'd read the journal verbatim, but
Does it say what happened here?
it seems like there isn't anything. Well, I mean, besides what we already know, it seems like there was a big rainstorm or something, causing some issues. This last entry says we should check the machine, the device, and Zoot will like show it and offer it if anyone wants to take a look and read through it.
I'll
Yeah. Oh, you're still sniffing down there, are you, Ambrose? Yeah, sure.
Well-
Ambrose, you've now identified that you're pretty sure this is some sort of, like, fecal matter. Probably not fully, but, like, a mixed...
in the like
that you just suck your face into.
nice.
Yeah.
Ew.
Which, like, to be fair, maybe not your first time.
I'm a man of the forest.
Yeah. But like I said, it's not like pure shit. Like, there's probably something mixed in with it. It might have got collected from somewhere, not perfectly kind of thing or something, but anyway.
Well, I'll
We've all
probably
done it.
just like take a drink from my water skin and
Yeah, okay.
you know rinse out my mouth a
Just,
little.
just a little bit of, like, hygiene, yeah. Perfect. Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this says we should look for the device. I assume when they say device, it's the device that makes everything big.
Or they were already big, and it's a device that makes them small.
Well, I mean, he looks pretty small right now.
Well, how would they
If
get
he
back
was
bigger?
normally big.
But how do they get bigger if it doesn't make them bigger too? I think it does both. Yeah.
Is there a giant inkwell anywhere?
You probably would have seen one on top of the desk.
Was it full?
I don't think you particularly checked the. It would have been like a darker bottle, so it wasn't. You would have had to kind of uncork it, look at it a little more.
If like we're calling the place we were just at like a little bit ago, is there anything that looks like some kind of large scale device? I assume no, but
No. Based on just a quick look around, you don't see anything that seems to match that description.
Didn't we like get some sort of indication that there's like a necklace or something? Like there's like a something?
in the notes there was.
Am I making that up?
No, I'm
No.
fairly certain that
In the notes you found on the desk, there was mention of, I think, trying to use like a necklace to basically they're trying to make a portable device to use the effects of what they're looking for.
Right, so I think maybe we're probably looking for that necklace.
Oh, it was I think mention of a prototype is exactly what it was.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd assume that this Dr. Jensen, Jensen,
Dude,
is the one in
weird
possession
name.
of it. Yeah.
Strange.
Do you mind? May I read through?
Yeah, go for it. Here you go.
How much time do you want to spend looking at it?
I'm gonna start at the back and just like read entries in reverse.
Okay. So you come upon basically the last couple of entries that I described, so I showed you out of character. And are you guys all good chilling here for a little bit to read through it?
Oh.
I mean, it's not gonna take forever, but should get a good glance at.
Like a short rest.
Yeah, sure.
I'd love one.
Yeah, we can take a short rest.
Okay. Yeah, sit here for an hour reading. Sure.
Rest me.
So working backwards, like I said, you got those last few entries. Before that, in reference to talking about Dr. Jensen, he kind of like goes into detail about how he thinks Dr. Jensen's a little too focused on the results and doesn't understand or like doesn't care about the process. And he mentions that he also doesn't really care about the animals.
I mean, are we getting like anything about more specifically what this device is, or does he just like skirt around talking about what they're actually experimenting?
Well, I mean, generally the gist of what you get is it's work to enlarge in like a normal sized creature, or like manipulate their size. He doesn't say specifically just enlarge. Like he's not ruling out using a reduce aspect of it, but he doesn't. It's like his personal journal, so he doesn't feel like. I mean, he wouldn't feel like he needs to like reiterate what he's working on every day, because that would be fairly redundant for himself. But yeah, it's mostly about like trying to make creatures larger at will without using the spell.
He like doesn't talk about why conditions would be unsafe because of a storm.
For that, he doesn't really go much into it now. Just like mostly that it's like a pretty harsh storm.
Is it wet in here? I mean, besides like the shit on the ground, is it wet inside?
Not really, not in here. Like I said, you've heard like kind of like loosely water noises.
Is there dates on the journal entries?
Yeah. So this one, the last one would have been. Hold on, I gotta make sure I say this right. Yeah, sorry, I guess that something I technically forgot to write down ahead. Double check the calendar. So the last one would have been God, math is so hard all of a sudden. The 5th of Ortusar? Or no, the 6th?
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
You can remember the months?
I keep track of the days.
Yeah.
Uh,
Today's the
Like on the 6th
15th.
of Orstustra or whatever, we were in the desert.
Yeah.
oh. Nice.
So
Meeting.
this dead body has to be
wanting-
super fucking decayed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Oh, that clears things up, Alex.
So it had to be V stinky.
It was a month and 7 days ago.
Yeah, it's
No,
about
There
40,
9
we
days
go.
ago.
about 40 days.
That's
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
we were pulling chunks of body out, is what you were saying.
Right.
Don't worry
It's-
though. That means
That's skeleton at this point.
Ambrose was tasting some old fecal matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably
Well,
decomposing organs
That's
too.
that's why it was like not apparent and not terribly stinky. It's like shit still smells bad after a while, but like it wasn't like, you know,
that shit
when you
smells.
walk into a porta potty you're like, oh god, you know, like it wasn't quite that fresh.
It wasn't fermented.
It's flat.
Alright, so
And the body was kind of like in the back of the cups, a little hard to see. That's why.
flat shit.
But yeah, and then so that would be the very last one. The one before that would have been, I think the day before that. Hold on, let me double check again. Where am I? Oh god, okay, we're lost in the notes. Yeah, so it would have been the day before. There's a storm tomorrow.
He says there's a storm tomorrow on the 14th, and then on the 15th he references
Storm
what I
tomorrow would have
assume is
been
probably
the
thunder.
7th. Yeah,
No, today's the 15th.
yeah. Today's the 15th.
Oh, so
Yeah.
so okay.
There's a
but
storm tomorrow, that
those
would have been the
metrics
7th.
happened in succession.
Yeah. Yep. And then before that was kind of gradually, like day by day, over the course of, you know, a couple months or whatever. So
Is he working alone? Does he reference any other coworkers?
he doesn't. The only other people he references are, let me type it.
No boy.
What's the company culture like?
Those are the only others he references.
Preach.
And
And Mr. 8.
yeah, so in the first section of the notes, he's talking about, like I said, he was talking about the kind of the work they do, and he confesses feeling very, very bad about the animals and like working with / on the animals. He doesn't really mind the rats or the frogs, but he feels particularly bad for working on Screech and Mr. 8, as he
Monkeys,
seems
maybe?
to call them. He doesn't
Fighter.
particularly mention what they are, but he says they're both very intelligent, and Mr. 8 almost seems resentful of the work, and he thinks about releasing them, but he doesn't want to lose his job and stuff like that.
Maybe
Definitely
Mr. 8
monkeys.
is something with 8 legs or 8 eyes.
No.
Maybe they're big
If
old
we have to fight a
stupid-
We're gonna-
giant spider, Alex,
We're gonna
I
fit it-
will
we're gonna
hurt
fit a
you.
goddamn
Wouldn't be the
giant
first
spider.
time.
Yeah,
I think
Mike,
he'd feel bad for working on a spider, though.
And also, our spiders aren't smart enough to be able to show resentment.
he could have just drawn on angry eyebrows.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's an
he-
octopus. Octopuses are intelligent.
Oh,
That's
good.
what I just.
Oh, sorry, Daniel.
Wait, did you?
You
I
might have
don't
said
think it came
You
through.
might have said it.
Huh?
Nothing went through Discord.
Yeah, I don't think it came
I
through.
said maybe it's got. Oh, yeah, I guess I left that up for interpretation. Never mind. I'm all the way up here, guys.
It's literally what I just
Yeah.
said, except like in my head.
Shut the fuck up.
Ooh, that would also explain
Oh
why
my
it's dangerous for
God.
terrain. Mr. 8. Tank.
Water. Water would
Earth.
flood in a
Fire.
storm,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically, okay. But if Mr. 8's an octopus, what the fuck is Screech?
Bat.
So, monk?
I think it might have been the monkey we made small.
Did
Oh,
the
we
monkey
should
screech a
kill him.
lot?
I mean,
Alex?
yeah, but it was also a monkey.
Like, I mean, like, was it like screeching?
Good.
Yeah, it was
Maybe it
definitely
was an
screeching.
owl.
When it was larger, I mean, like, when it was before you shrunk it down, it wouldn't have necessarily maybe been called a screech just because it was a lot more like, guttural. It sounded more like a gorilla at that point, just because of the size. But once you shrunk it, it definitely sounded like a monkey screeching, I guess.
Just realized we had a monkey. Apparently trained lab experiment to run on a monkey, and we just let him run away. I'm disappointed in us.
What would you do with it?
Oh, I wonder if they count for as a magical creature. I should have hunted it.
Probably would have seen it if it could learn an instrument or two. Depends. Or just like, had it as a pet. It's a monkey.
What if it doesn't want to be a pet? Like, what if it wanted to be free in the wild?
Oh, I'm sure it wanted to, but it's probably dead by now, so.
Oh.
It just was probably in captivity for like the last couple of years, I would assume.
So your solution to it being in captivity would be to keep it further in captivity.
Yes. Where it actually has a chance to live, yes.
I think your logic is skewed.
I mean, this man binge drinks every single day, so.
I literally don't. A couple times a week, maybe, but not every day.
Oh, that's much.
Not around a tavern every day.
I mean, if you can teach the monkey how to, fend on its own while in captivity, then sure it has a chance, but, animals that grow up with you handing them a banana don't usually know how to go find a banana in the wild.
To be
Does
fair,
that mean if you find people in captivity, you should keep people in captivity?
There's... What? No, that's just pointless.
Absolutely. Oh, sorry.
to be
But what
But that
makes
is
an
the point.
animal different from a humanoid?
Sentience.
The fact that we can say, hey, I want to go buy a banana. And that's me harvesting a banana when a monkey has to go climb a tree for it.
So language and a set up economy are things that make us human and not animal.
Animals can communicate, which I have shown on many.
yeah, that is true. I did see the
True.
monkey carrying around a knife, so like,
Well,
I feel like swinging that around is pretty communicative.
if he got the knife, he must have bartered with it from somebody, which means that he is obviously intelligent.
You do realize we could still be in hostile territory, everyone.
Yeah, no, we
We
should.
should really get going and talk about this later, maybe, or not, ever.
Yeah, this is a good topic of conversation we can come back to later. Does a monkey carrying a knife have sentience?
We're very
think that
off
was the point.
topic from where my original point was made.
Atticus is just gonna point forward and start walking.
Yeah.
But you guys did get a short rest
Come
in
on.
case anybody needs that for anything, by the
Or
way.
yeah, I guess.
Thank you.
Got a
I
short
would-
rest before we hit up the desks.
Yeah. Daniel, don't forget to roll
Need
your
another one.
D6 for the bard.
Imagine getting anything
I can't
from a
see
short rest.
Raynor's
D8, sorry.
hit points.
Do I get to add that to
He's
any
immortal.
hit die?
He's immortal.
Why is Reynard suddenly off?
Here, let me help
Oh.
you.
No, you get to add it once per
There you go.
per short
Can you
rest.
see him now?
Ugh.
Oh, here it's
Nice.
there.
I think I can guess his HP.
Wait.
We are getting there.
Wait.
Oh.
Save.
Oh, unlucky.
We're moving, right?
Yeah, you guys are moving. I'm just trying to fix this really fast. Sorry.
Prospero, have you always been able to talk to animals?
No. Not until I was, imbued with, well, I was able to understand animals. I was imbued with power by Crenshaw, but I wasn't able to talk to them back until I found this handy-dandy bracelet.
How do you go about talking to them? Do you just speak normally and they can hear you, or do you understand their language at this point?
It has to be one specific animal that I choose to focus on.
Yeah, but
and
how do you understand that? I can't even
well-
comprehend.
That's what the beads are for. Well, and also I kind of have this natural power which I am trying to pull up and read about.
Oh yes,
Where
you mentioned
I
your hearty forefathers.
oh yeah, sorry, I got it backwards. So I can speak to animals or plants, but I can't really understand them in return. But then if I use these beads, I can have a conversation where I can in return.
Oh.
And I just usually like what you maybe let's try it. Is there anything around here that I can talk to? Anything
You've
in
already
this
used it today, have you not?
Yeah, I think he's on the monkey.
No, don't tell her before.
Oh, that's right, I did. Well, you saw me talk to the monkey.
I was just trying to understand how it works. That's all.
Magic.
Yes. But...
Yes. From my most holy goddess, the pure Crenshaw. Thank
so
you.
it's not your hearty forefathers.
No.
Oh,
Men aren't good for anything. So
Oh,
it's just Crenshaw.
You know, we're all men here. You realize that, right?
Yes.
Very observant.
What?
All right.
Anyway.
Interesting comment, Prospero. But
So you guys are walking on through the room, and you guys make it across most of the way, getting closer to this like very faint, just water noise every now and then. It's less of a drip now and more of like, almost like a light sloshing, like a wave almost, I guess. Just like very faint.
Mr. A.
But you hear like a light thud.
From what direction?
Sounds like kind of up and in front of you a little bit.
Can we perceive?
Yeah.
up and in front, as in on the map, or
As in
up
before you in your mind, because it's D&D.
Ooh.
Use
No.
your mind's eye.
Oh god. So it's above us. Oh.
What do we see above us?
And we
21.
hear a thud.
Depends on what you roll. 21. Okay.
Wait.
Anybody else?
Oh, the map.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can we have our light sources back?
Yeah. Sorry, I put these down. That's why it's not changing. It's not before. So boom, 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 boom. They should still be out here. Tell me if it's not. Oh, okay.
Yeah, looks like it.
Almost clicked
Yeah.
the wrong thing.
Okay, cool.
That would have been interesting. All right. So no one sees shit apparently except for your new buddy, who does in fact see like the faint outlining of what looks to be another giant table or something. Not too far off from you. And Zoot, apparently you were distracted and you just now saw it. You're at the back of the group. Yeah. And that
Yeah, you
10
too.
feet made a difference. Oh, yeah, there you go. It's the height. Yep, that's what I was going to say. There's a table. You don't see anything on it, though. It's too high up to see what might be on it. But it sounds like it was something up there.
There was a thump from the table.
Yeah, just a soft little kind of like thump, thud, something.
Hello?
No response.
Well, I hate to ask you to... It's just another desk, you said, right?
Yeah, it looks like some sort of table. Maybe a little bit smaller than the last one. A bit shorter.
Do you want me to fly us up there?
Yeah, well, if you have a better way, yeah, but I mean, I guess I could just fly myself up there. I think I have that prepared. Please tell me I have that prepared.
Look at the music, it's so out of place here. Just a random.
Oh, I do have that prepared. I can just do that. I can fly. Unless you have an easier way of getting up there.
Oh, flying was my way.
Yeah, I'll fly up.
Are you guys both doing it or just Zoot?
I can carry him.
Sure, I'll go with.
Pay him the favor.
Okay. So the two of you start flying up. I'm assuming you're getting closer to do that. So we're gonna
Yeah.
move over your hand.
Yeah.
And you start to like kind of crest over the top of it. Right about the time a pile of books sort of sitting towards the edge flies generally in your direction. So if everyone except for those two flying can make a dex save for me.
They giant books.
They are books the size of the desk, if that's what you're asking.
Oh boy.
The size of the desk?
Well, no,
That's a
sorry,
big
like
book.
appropriately sized to the desk. Sorry.
Can you draw another desk
Proportionate
so we can
to the
understand?
desk.
Did you get a 0?
Yes.
Ambrose
sure
is a
did.
very low.
-2, baby.
Minus 2.
That
So
is-
Ambrose gets
I'm gonna
squished.
re-roll my.
Cannon fodder.
Ambrose, you die. No. I'm just kidding.
Super.
Holy shit. Okay. Atticus, you said re-rolling, right? Oh, you did.
Yeah, and
Oh.
I halved my score.
Yikes. All right. So, these books are gonna fall down on top of some people. So Reynard, Prospero, you guys both succeed. You're gonna take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. As it kind of like hits you as you dodge out of the way. Everyone else takes 19 and is currently grappled as you are under books.
Oh my god.
Apple
That
or
does-
restrained?
That does not include myself. and
Currently just grappled. That does not include the
what
two
I
of you.
wanted.
But now that the books are out of the way, the two of you do see on top of the table a fairly plump, rather rotund gray and white cat, which is now looking at you, licking your lips, and sitting significantly
fucking
taller than
cat.
you.
No wonder why the books
The
all
stuff
fell.
off the table. It's great.
What a good way to start the
Zoot.
fight, dude.
I
So
never
just-
wanted to be buried
Yeah,
under
no,
a book
yeah, we're
more.
moving.
Dude, just drop me. Just drop me, Sue.
All right, so if everyone can go ahead and do this now, as the cat
Oh.
licks its lips, eagerly
Licks
looking
its
at.
Let
licks.
it eat
Licks
me.
Lick.
Ah!
I'm gonna lick my licks.
How do I say English things and words and stuff? Who knows? Not me. Because I licked my licks, apparently. So. I need some dice.
Good luck.
Assuming I can hit anybody.
Good luck.
Good luck. Tell that to your friends?
Yeah.
D20. Let's roll a niche.
I'm just so absorbed with this book.
Nice.
I can't break away from it.
Alright, cool. So, Zoot, you are first.
I am going to drop Mr. Guzik.
Okay. And the table is about, high enough, like 30-ish looking feet.
Yeah, but he can just cast the spell and float, so I'm not super worried about him, and he asked me to drop him, so I will.
Yep. Sure. Sounds good.
Drop him, and then I'll be flying. I believe I need to make sure exactly how much speed I get. Would dropping him be considered an action or not?
No. Just to release him, that's not anything. You get 60 feet.
Okay, 60. Then I will
Just fucking crazy.
make sure I need to pop this out. And I used my dispel magic. Fly. Those my last 3.
That's what you get for showing up. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Zoot, with your passive perception too, you do see a little name tag around the neck of this animal.
What might it be named?
You can't see the actual name just because of the way it's hanging, but you do see it there, kind of like tucked into the. It's like a silvery little plate, I guess. Don't catch the name quite yet. Actually, make a perception check. See if you can see the name. Sure.
The cat is huger than normal, correct?
Huger than normal.
It's not a normal size cat to us.
No, not to you. No, it's very large.
Okay.
It's proportionately to. I mean, it's proportional to the table, I guess. Maybe a little bit of a large cat, but Zoot, you do see the name. It's named as it's. I can't talk. Badger is the name you see on there.
The name is Badger.
Yeah.
It's a cat. It's named Badger. And then Zoot's gonna, I guess, yeet away from it. Or at least 60 feet. I guess 45 and down a little bit.
Okay. Sounds good. So
And
you're
then-
like 15-ish feet up.
Yeah. And then I guess I'll shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay. Go ahead. That does hit. And
No.
it yowls a little bit. Anything further?
That's all I got.
Alrighty. Atticus?
Time to put this pussy down. All right, I'm
Oh.
gonna try and
Oh,
lift the
boy.
book up
That's
off me.
enough.
make
I'm
an
gonna
athletics if you're trying to lift it.
Oh, I'm
Nope.
making it again.
Can't get it.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, you pushed it up enough to like be able to slide out of the way, or at
let's
least
go.
to get yourself in a position. So you can use
That my whole action.
5 feet of movement. That is your action. You can use 5 feet of movement to get out from under it. Still prone, technically.
Yeah, I'm gonna like go like maneuver over yonder and then toot the dude and heal myself.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
To the dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
the dude.
that's a thing that exists. Anything else? Oh, unlucky.
Wow. That's not all. No, I'm good.
All right, it is now the cat's turn. The cat is going to jump down and land right about here.
Oh God.
Yeah, and actually, sorry, it'll go like a little more right here. Yeah.
No.
It's gonna make a bat attack at you, Reynard, and a bat attack at Atticus. First one on Reynard is gonna hit you with natural 20.
Natteral.
Yeah, don't question. 15 points of bludgeoning to you, Mr. Reynard. Onto Atticus. That is also gonna hit you for.
Shield.
You're gonna shield.
Yeah.
Still hits you
Huh.
for 9 points of bludgeoning.
Oh.
And then it'll go for a bite attack on Reynard. That'll hit you for 22 points of piercing.
Yikes.
And it'll hiss at you, Atticus. Just for good measure. Oh, no, actually, it'll hiss at Zoot. It'll hiss at Zoot because you're a little fired at.
Yeah.
Prosper, your
Because
turn.
they would grow a whisker too.
Oh, you
So
clipped one off.
Ambrose is stuck under the book.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and lift the book.
Okay. That will allow if you want to commit your action to it, that'll allow Ambrose to get out for free without any rolls.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else?
Can I step back a couple feet?
Oh, well, you'll have to be standing there to hold it.
Oh, no, then I'm fine.
I didn't realize. I just checked. I get the wrist guards, and they give back the shield spell on short rest. I thought it was only rolling rest. I would try to use it. I'm not sure that would change anything.
On the second one? Well,
It's the
on either, I
attack,
guess, yeah.
Yeah.
20. No, it still would hit you. First
Okay.
one was a natural 20, second one was natural 18.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Bruh.
unlucky. But Ambrose, it is now your turn. You are free to move because Prospero's holding out for you.
I'll get out of the way so Prospero can, shut the book down.
Sounds good.
And then I will cast Dispel Magic on the cat.
Okay. No effect.
I don't even roll for it. It's just a giant ass cat.
doesn't seem to have any effect.
Fucking stupid. Great. Super.
Okay.
Yay.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right, go Zach.
I'm gonna pull my dagger at it. Make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Ooh. That's 15.
Fails.
Ooh.
It's gonna turn into a rabbit.
Okay. Let's see. How does this work again? We talked about this, but I gotta
Giant
remember.
rabbit?
This is such a weird circumstance. Sorry, I'm just reading it to make sure. See if I have a rabbit in here anywhere. Don't think I do. Yeah, I don't see a rabbit. Okay, so it'll go. We'll use something else. We'll use a wolf. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Let's
Cool.
see.
The wolf rabbit.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, it's a rabbit.
Giant rabbit.
It is a large rabbit, yes. Abnormally so.
He doesn't polymorph it into a normal sized rabbit.
He did.
I think more it doesn't turn into a small sized rabbit.
No, he turned into a normal size rabbit.
Oh, then why is the wolf so big?
Maybe you guys are just small. Goes like anything else?
I guess Gozek's gonna sit down and ponder the implications of, is everything around us massive or are we tiny?
Alright. Randard. There's now a rabbit in front of you.
Island ship.
Does the rabbit seem aggressive towards us as a rabbit?
It seems very confused. More than anything else, and it's kind of like getting its bearings.
Alright, I'm gonna just try to walk away.
So I wouldn't say no per se, but okay, yeah, it doesn't attack you.
Okay. Over here or something. Is
Yeah, you got now. You guys know it's a rabbit.
Oh, that's a rabbit.
Oh.
I
Why
just-
didn't you put that at the start?
Wait, can
I
you
won't
put
touch myself.
parentheses big rabbit?
All right, yeah, sorry. All right, you heal yourself. There you go.
Yep.
All right. Zoot. Oh, I guess I gotta re-put his turn in.
Zoot will also let the rabbit be the rabbit.
Okay.
And yeet somewhere over here. Up onto the desk.
Okay, because you can fly, right?
Yeah. That's all I got.
Alrighty. Anybody doing anything else? As of right now, it looks like the rabbit is not particularly aggressive to you in the current state.
Hmm.
Can I use speech of beast and leave to talk to it?
Sure. What are you gonna say?
I'll walk over. Say, raise one paw
Mm-hmm.
if you know where the doctor is?
It tilts its head and looks at you, not certain.
Raise one paw if you've been alone up here for weeks.
For weeks. It's not certain on that either. Doesn't seem like it is fully understanding the meaning of what you're saying.
Do I have any carrots?
I don't know, do you?
I give it a carrot.
Okay. You give it a small phosphorus-sized carrot, which it eats very fast and...
Can I try and pet its fuzzy wuzzy ears?
Sure. Make an animal handling check.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have, you are the rabbit whisperer. It accepts.
Okay, raise one paw if you want me to keep you.
It does not raise a paw.
Okay. Understood.
So it's a D&D game, not a zoo. No, just kidding.
Back. Thank
Hey, it was a zoo last time. Last campaign.
It is a zoo, to be fair, right now. It just doesn't want to be kept. Alright, what are you guys doing?
Walking away.
Towards the same direction you were going up, I'm assuming. Alrighty, you guys walk through all the books and such.
Yeah.
Getting your way towards a set of stairs. Looks very
Far side?
large. Nope. Very large. About the same size as you know, the kind of drop off you had gotten to when you first arrived, I suppose. These are made of stone, but a little bit uneven, a little bit sketchy.
When we detected magic before, there wasn't any thing on us, was there?
Not particularly.
Okay. I think we'd head towards the stairs.
We can't take the stairs. They're taller than we fucking are.
Well, they're
We can
about.
climb on each other's shoulders.
They're going down. Sorry, I don't know if I said that right.
We could do a body chain.
How tall are the stairs?
I just don't.
They're. Let me double check. I think they're like about the same height as you guys are in terms of height.
So they're like
It's
6
about
foot
yeah,
tall
like about
stairs.
6 feet tall. Yeah.
Okay. Probably go down those.
Alrighty.
Ow.
They're
You
6
can-
foot tall stairs. You just kind of hang on the ledge and then drop, and then your feet touch.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
Then-
Jump for it. No.
So is the water coming from down the stairs?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah. Zoo, you can actually see a bit of water towards the base of the stairs with your extra vision if you're standing at the top of them.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's the way to go. I'm very confused.
I don't understand
Uh,
how nothing can be magic.
Well, you did cast in the center of the room too.
Yeah, which means either the giant table is magic, which it wasn't, or we're under the effects of magic, which we weren't. So,
I'm trying to reconcile how both those things exist.
Like something up.
Okay.
Well, should we?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we might as well. We're already in here. We're getting alleyed in Wonderland, you know. Potentially.
Let's.
Can I wild shape into a bat?
Yeah. Well, actually,
And how big is that bat?
let's see.
Ooh.
Oh.
You have the
Polymorph
level, right? It's 8, right? Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can go up to 1 and a bat is a CR0.
Okay. Then you would turn into a giant bat, yeah.
So I turn into a bat that is giant compared to the group.
Compared to them, yeah.
Oh, that's one way to get us down the stairs.
Yeah, that'll make
That
things
is
a lot
also true.
easier.
Zoot
Maybe snake.
flies up to get on, I guess, the
Oh,
net.
and in that circumstance, your bat would also
Have this stat block.
check the right book.
I'm so confused. I am a giant tiny beast.
Yeah, you currently have 10 HP in here.
It multiplies your HP by 10?
Yeah.
I should have picked a better animal.
Got one more.
Yeah, you have another wild shape.
Yeah, I should just drop it and choose
Just turn
something
into
else that flies.
turn into like a brown bear or a dire wolf or something. It's fine.
Bro, brown bear would squish us.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drop. I'll drop wild
Oh.
shape and then re-wild shape into a dire wolf.
A direwolf? Okay. Sounds good. You are... Oh, God. Alright, here. Now I can finally change this, though.
Fucking huge. My god.
Let's see. So it would be...
Don't go monkey in here, Jesus.
That mean I have 370 hit points?
Yeah.
You think
Let's see. I'm trying to think of... It would be... Holy shit. Okay, so it's large, right? So...
Yes, it is a large
be like-
beast.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe a little bigger.
How big? I can't see
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's.
Oh
not-
yeah.
Yeah.
we're-
Something like that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
My
Yeah, that actually
Christ.
does
Start
tell
climbing.
us scale, doesn't it? Yeah, this dude's gonna fly up.
I'm actually a
and
little bit
grab,
tiny bigger here.
grab some tufts.
Oh my
Yeah,
I'm
don't-
gonna start trying to climb up his leg.
I'll like lay down so like I'm on.
Make an athletics check, and I'll say with advantage since you are
I
being
think-
allowed.
I think Zoo would be trying to fly people up too.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, we'll say you don't need to make a check because you can kind of like spot people as they climb if they otherwise just carry them kind of thing.
Holy shit. I want to be picked up by Ambrose Wolf, like
in
like
the-
moms do with their pups, and just kind of throw them on their back.
It's like
Okay, I don't think they
Have you
usually
been
throw
to
them on their
scrub?
back in that part.
Yes.
Just neck snaps around. You just go flying.
What the fuck are these dots? Are they like? The hell?
Oh, that's what the
Is that
direwolf. It
first
just
one?
shows like bones and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess fuck it. I'll hold on to the bone part. Easy.
All right. Here, let me
Okay.
give you your shit
Hold
ton of
on to your
HP bar.
life. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Oops, wrong person. There you go.
this is the best.
I'm deleting. Oh wait, I need to give you vision. Sorry.
It's a wolf than it is as me.
That's so sad.
Oh, how does a wolf not have dark vision though?
I don't know. That's a good
What?
question.
It's like they have wolves and cats. Neither one of them has dark vision in D&D. What? That
What
doesn't
the
make any sense.
fuck?
Alright, well, oh shit, I moved you.
No.
What stats do I use as the animal and which ones are me?
The strength, dex, con is animal, I believe. With
Yeah,
wild shape.
strength at Dex Con is animal, intelligence, wisdom,
Yeah.
charisma is the other.
Physical is
Yeah.
animal, mental is you.
Thank you.
Okay, so, you guys are standing at the top of the steps, so you guys aren't technically on this spot anymore, but, yeah.
Yeah, Zoot's gonna kind of like lean forward to it. Don't go too fast. We can't hold on that well.
Wait, can I look over the top of the table?
Yeah.
Before we go down the stairs?
Yeah, you could probably. I think you're tall enough for that for sure. It'll be like 4 or 5 feet tall, which the table is like 3-ish.
Just like let people see if there's anything else up
Oh
there.
yeah. On this one, it looks mostly books. Honestly, there's a few like small pouches and stuff. There's like one of those magnifying glass setups, you know, where you can put something under it and look through it while you're standing, kind of thing.
Down the stairs.
Alrighty. Which is very easy for you. I would say just make an acrobat, just like super easy acrobatics check, just to make sure you don't slip, fall into the water, because it is a little wet on the lower stairs.
7?
Oh, sorry, with advantage. That was what I was gonna say too, since you are large enough to.
15.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. You walk down the stairs, and the bottom like 2 steps, like 2-3 steps are submerged in water. Very dark, kind of like murky. Actually, no, it would be more like
Alright,
4
Mr.
steps.
8.
So. You just walk in the water.
Yeah, as long as it's like not over my head or anything.
Okay, yeah. No, it's it would be probably like half or so of the way up you.
I mean, dogs can swim in water anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go in the water.
Okay, I'm trying to adjust
Everyone
your.
else would be like out of the water though. It's not that high, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you guys come down into this room. And oh, so dramatic! Wow.
There's a glowing blue dot.
Wasn't ready for that. So you guys, as you kind of tread down in this, you begin to hear the creak of the water wheel again.
50 feet away.
Yeah. Sorry, clicked something. You hear the creak of the water wheel outside.
It's because these
Sounds pretty close to you.
are tiny.
Yeah, they're 0.5. This space isn't too terribly large. Very large for most of you. But the person that is now the wolf, you're like, it's a normal sized looking room. At the far side of the room, you see this kind of like metallic structure device, something that has a gemstone sitting in it that faintly glows. And the corner of the room down from that, south, I don't know, whatever you can call it on the map, looks heavily damaged. There's a bunch of rocks and mud that seems to have kind of like broken in. Yeah, there's also I guess like a box over here. And then there's a whole bunch of damaged furniture and such.
Can I perceive anything else in the room with us?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay, so a direwolf gets advantage on perception checks? But do I get that?
Hearing or
As-
smell only, so not looking, or not sight.
What if I'm trying to hear?
Well, you said
17.
What's
looking
over
around.
there?
Okay. Trying to hear what's in the
I'm
dark
trying
corner.
to hear
Yeah.
an octopus, or a normal-sized octopus to
Here's
giant
blue
me.
orb.
So you hear a little bit of motion, or
Map
see,
is,
sorry,
like really hard. To
right here,
use.
like around this area, and then something around the back of the room as well.
Oh boy. I don't
Just
know
like
how to indicate that. to my
Loose
team.
disruptions in the water. True.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna make like a little whiny noise.
And about the same time you do that, you guys all hear like almost like a whispering in your ear. It's just this very strange, like incomprehensible sound. This weird like sounds like someone's talking to you that you don't know the language or something, but it doesn't sound like a language you ever heard either.
Is there a direction from that?
It sounds like it's being whispered right next to you in your ear.
Atticus, not right now.
It wasn't me. Although
But
I
you
am
mean-
whispering.
Did anyone else hear that?
Yes. I don't know what that it was though.
Any translators?
But you just stay in place for now.
It's up to the dog.
Yeah.
Our trusty steed.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I'm gonna make like a.
You
I
made a
don't
little.
make a little whiny noise as a dog, but I make that noise. And then just kind of like bop my head in the two directions that I hear things.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, can Prospero just always understand animals, or does he have to focus on understanding that?
I have to either use a spell or my beads or my like class.
So it's not just something that's like constant.
No. Or race
You have
feature, sorry.
your racial. So your racial feature allows you. Let me double check it on in case I changed anything. Actually, I don't think I changed that. I believe you
I
can
can
like
only-
have very limited communication with animals.
I can't understand them. But they can understand. Unless Alex says they can.
Oh,
It just
okay.
says so you have the ability to communicate in a limited matter with beasts and plants. You can understand the meaning of. They can understand the meaning of your words, though you have no special ability to understand them in return.
Which
See, okay.
means just nothing at all.
So, like, in theory, you could, and it doesn't really matter because you're a druid, I think.
Yeah.
You could say, like, you should go that way, you know, and they would understand that. But you can't interpret with this that whines mean there's something there, you know, like. I mean, you can draw whatever conclusion from the head nods and in tandem, but.
Can I actually? I will. I have no control over this token.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes, I do. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
We all fall in the water.
Here, I'll just give you control over everyone so you can move them all. No.
Because can I rotate myself? I think you
It's
have
the
to
bottom
rotate
left.
me.
Oh. Not sure. Here. I don't know how rotated you want to be.
Okay. I want to walk along this
Okay.
wall.
You're gonna rotate everyone.
Just gonna start moving
Oh
that
god.
way.
Everyone's tilted. Alright, you get a couple steps out after a few seconds, and you hear, again, this sort of, like... Now it feels like, almost like a telepathy, you know? It feels less like a whispering and more like someone's talking to you in your head. But this time it seems like a little bit less strange and more like you just can't quite get it. You just gonna keep going?
Yeah.
Is it like we can't understand
Yeah.
the language, or is it like we don't understand what they're saying?
It feels almost like both, to be honest.
I don't know. I have the linguist feat, so I don't know if that like
Ooh,
changes
wait.
literally anything.
Let's see. Let's see how it's worded, shall we? Just to be sure. And
don't
it's
think
not
it
loading.
helps.
Okay. Alright, can you send it to me real quick?
Linguist gives you 3 additional languages, doesn't it?
It does. I know very many languages. It's just like I can make written ciphers. I don't think it has anything to
Okay.
do with this.
This time, I'll say it almost sounds like they're like trying another language, but you still don't like understand it. Like it's a very strange.
Like they're speaking in code or something.
It's like they're trying to figure out how and what at the same time of what to say to you.
Okay.
The first time that it happened compared to the second time, did it sound like the same language?
Not quite. It sounded like either a different language or like almost a different like method or something. It's kind of not really very easy to understand, but it just feels like a very strange something. So you make your way all the way over to the edge here.
Right.
Anything in particular you'd like to do over here?
Well, I'm just gonna itch my way towards the orb.
Okay. I'm gonna tilt everyone again somehow.
Oh my god.
So this is enjoyable. Turning everyone to
Can I like re-perceive to
yeah,
assess my threats?
sure. Make another perception check.
Natural 20.
Sheesh.
29.
There's definitely something, or some things that are actively stalking you in the water. Look to be like crawling along the base, maybe of the ground, kind of. It's pretty dark, pretty dirty water. But you, with that roll here, or see, 4 total. Generally around you, kind of like surrounded in a half circle a little bit.
Would I hit one if I kept moving?
The closest one to you is like forward would be kind of like this direction.
I can't see where you're.
Oh, GM info overlay smile. This direction.
But not within.
Not within. No, not within your range.
Okay, I will keep go. Is this like I'm on the ruler. Is this elevated or is it just like
Yeah, a
part
little
of the
bit.
floor that's not covered in water?
Yeah, it is elevated, and it's sticking. So the gem is basically like right below the water, but the rest of it kind of like is like a bit of a diagonal panel of like metals and such. Most of it almost looks like a steel cupboard in a way, or something of that sort, where it has like panels that you could maybe open or slide or something, and then it has the diagonal section, and then there's this gem in the front or like at the center, forefront, whatever.
Okay, here's my other question. The water that I'm standing in, you said goes like kind of halfway up.
Yeah.
Is it tall enough that like a 6-foot person would potentially be covered by it?
No. So the direwolf, I believe, is about 4 or 5 feet tall. I think it's about 5 feet. So it would probably be, the water's kind of like maybe 3.5 ish. So it's probably like cresting your stomach a little. It looks like from now that you're like super close to this section next to you, it looks like it caved in and then like resealed itself essentially over time. Like obviously not. It didn't take very long because it didn't fill up the room fully.
I guess I'm like, if my companions got off my back, would they be having to swim or would they be able to stand?
Yeah,
okay, that's what I wanted to know.
They are very small.
So I'm gonna just.
For you, they look like they're about 7 inches tall.
I'm gonna like just try to like get myself positioned so that like if they need to get off of me, they can get off of me on this like patch of.
Okay, sounds good.
Land. And I think I'm just gonna like repeatedly take the dodge action.
Okay. Are you guys going to do anything, the rest of you? Dismount, I guess, is the...
I will dismount.
Alrighty.
I'll get off too.
Sure.
I'm gonna stay on.
Nice. Alrighty, as you guys are all kind of climbing down, minus Reynard, you would notice that right here, nope, I'm on the fucking right here, there looks to be some small little, like, snake or eel or something creeping between the rocks.
Now, when you say small...
Small for the giant wolf, which is the one that noticed it.
Okay.
About, I mean, anaconda size for the rest of you, maybe?
It's not that big.
Yeah, not too bad. Mr. Wolf, would you like to react to that anyway?
Yes. I would like to make my scale. I think that's right.
Five feet by 5 feet.
Word. Where was my Ely poo?
Right about here.
So that's within range.
Yeah.
This is weird.
That
I
is
will
weird.
just whack it with my paw, I guess.
Okay, go for it.
Well, I guess I have to bite it.
Okay.
That's the only attack action I have.
Alrighty. Go ahead. Make an attack.
So I'll try to eat it.
Hey, got some pack tactics going on now.
No.
I don't?
No.
I
Funny
have
enough,
allies within 5 feet of
Reynard
me.
is not within distance because the scale is fucked, and for Reynard, 5 feet is 50 feet. It's a little weird, but it doesn't
But
count quite.
he's with the,
Wait.
I have like 6 allies within my
Well,
range.
within your range, yeah, but not within range of the thing on the other side of you.
And
I'm pretty sure
Wolf
pack
has advantage
tactics
on
is within
attack
5
roll
feet of
against a
you.
creature if at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 feet of the
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The scale,
Oh,
the scale
creature,
makes it,
okay.
yeah.
so,
Because like I
Can
made him really far away from the
how about
creature.
this? Can I use the help action?
Well, I mean, okay, the wolf noticed this, so the wolf is getting essentially like a free round, or whatever you want to call it.
I rolled a natural 18.
Okay,
we're good.
that's gonna hit, yeah.
Do I get to do extra damage?
Go ahead and roll your
Is it
damage.
extra big?
Go ahead and roll your damage.
You do actual damage.
11 piercing.
11? Okay, so you grab this, I'm gonna click the right thing. This no longer hidden snake in your mouth, and you just tear it to shreds.
Is it dead?
Yeah.
You
Shreds,
don't
you
even have to
said.
make a strength saving throw.
No, it's pretty dead. It's a pretty small little tiny water snake of some sort by your eyes. And once you do this, you finally, all of you hear in your head this like very strange voice that just says, "Please leave. I don't want to do this."
Sounds hot.
Maybe that's your daddy, Daniel.
Relax.
Can you use that voice more often? Sorry. Okay. Could Prospero... So he said that to all of us?
Yeah. So it's
Can
all of you
Prospero say...
telepathically.
I want to say telepathically, who are you?
Okay, no one hears you because you don't have to.
Can I use message?
You can if you
Or
want to
sending?
point in a direction. Sending. You don't know what you're sending to, so I don't know if that works, but.
Why can't you just say yes?
You can't just hit. You can't hit return on the call.
A creature with which you are familiar. I'm just going with
Pretty
the
sure
spell
if you
rules.
just speak out loud, it'll hear you.
Okay, then I'm gonna shout,
Potentially.
who are you?
Where are you?
Okay, in your head, you guys hear. Well, those idiots called me Mr. 8, and I have yet to establish my own name.
Are you a kraken?
There's no response. Please leave me alone. Leave my domain to me.
we can do that. But what happened here? Do you mind just telling us? We just need to know what happened.
There's a second of pause, and then you hear in your heads, "If you assure me you will leave, I will explain what I understand."
I look at the group. Is that cool with everyone?
Was it talking to just Prospero or?
No, it's
Oh,
simultaneously talking to all of you in your head.
Okay.
It's another Jeff situation. No.
Yeah. Would love to know what that orb is, but other than that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not super opposed to it, I guess, because I mean, our job is to investigate and bring back our findings. It's not necessarily to clean it up. But...
I don't know if we're supposed to leave this place like, you know, a twisted realm or world or whatever the fuck we're in that has animals going to eat people if they walk in, you know?
Are you guys saying this all loud enough for him to hear? Or are you just talking to yourselves?
How
We're
loud is
talking
loud enough
amongst
for him to
ourselves?
hear?
Well, I mean, like, so you guys could be talking, like, you know, you're just talking to your little group, or you could be trying to talk out loud to the room, kind of thing.
Right.
So,
But if it communicates telepathically,
well, I'm not. Who knows?
Listen telepathically.
Who
I
knows?
see we're talking amongst each other, but I don't know if we're keeping it particularly quiet.
Okay.
am
I
not
I
very
was
close,
curious if you
so-
wanted to know. That is
Yeah,
also
he's
true.
50 feet in the air.
Yeah, I would be talking loud enough that people could hear me,
That's fair. Okay.
so probably not that quietly.
Okay. I was just curious.
So I'd say, well, it's not exactly our responsibility to clean it up. We were just supposed to report back. So maybe we could put a sign that says, "Do not enter, danger," and then go back and they could deal with it. You know?
yeah,
Go-
I mean,
go with that.
You know?
I would have liked to see what the orb is too, but like, there's no
Right.
use getting eaten over an orb.
Oh, well, I mean, we said we'd leave. We didn't say we'd leave to look at the orb. I want to know what the orb. I'm curious, and I don't think our mission is complete until we at least take a peek at it.
Can I yell out to the octopus? Oh, what should we call you?
What we assume is the octopus.
Well,
You hear him respond, "I don't know yet what name will take." What's up?
we were sent here to mainly investigate what happened, but we also want to make sure that people or other creatures aren't going to come to harm because of what happened here. Is there any chance you can also tell us about the device that you know of, so we can make sure that it isn't going to lead to more harm?
I will tell you what I understand of the situation, and in return I ask that you seal this place away so that none may ever find it again. This keeps all safe.
You know, some rats tunneled out of the wall upstairs, right?
There's like a slight pause, and then just like, you somehow get this like bored tone of like, well then seal it. Not quite sarcastic, but just like, you could tell there's a little bit of an eye roll there. Telepathically.
A little easier said than done, no?
I mean, if we're outside in our, like, you know, our normal scale, that'd be pretty easy to seal up, no? Kind of break down the whole building.
Bringing down
Seal it
the
up.
whole building doesn't mean that we're bringing down this place.
That's what I'm. Yes. It
I
would seal it off, though.
do not
Yeah,
desire to risk my own safety.
I'm just saying, if we seal off the building on the outside, it would seal off down here.
Indeed. There is a hatch from which those fools would come and go. If you can seal this, I'm free to be in my own space and none will find me. None will fall under the effects of this place.
I could live with that, guys. I don't judge you guys.
Would,
Take what you will from this place. I care not for their research. They have pressed upon me. In fact, burn it if you must. It would only please me.
I mean, honestly, doesn't sound like a bad deal.
yes, I'd have to agree. I think the humans who have done this to all these animals, you know, they don't deserve to have their work preserved, in my opinion, but I do think in order to prevent it from happening again, I would like to know what happened.
This is understandable. Do we have an accord?
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, I'd personally like to hear you out before I agree to anything.
Well, that's not really the deal, is it? The deal is that he tells us, or they tell us, if we agree.
Or what
Well,
if we refuse?
Then we don't know what happened here, which is what we are supposed to report back on.
I mean, if you want, if it makes you feel better, Gozak, we could always put in a condition, like unless some really fucked up stuff happened that you were a part of.
I was
There's
released
that.
from my captivity due to the events that occurred. None of it was my doing.
What kind of qualifier do you need, Gozak, to feel comfortable?
I just think you should never take, you know, a deal in which one party is very obviously holding all the cards.
Well, not really, if this party is begging us to seal them up in this very sad place forever to be alone for all eternity. I don't think that's all the cards.
Well, I mean, we want to know what happened here. They want us to leave. And see that. Why can't they just let us know what happened here? What's the impetus for us needing to leave?
Well, why don't you talk to it?
Yes, that's...
Have a conversation, be a little diplomatic.
Well, if you're so... I mean, you heard all of this. Have an answer for me?
I like guarantees. I have dealt mainly in cruel humanoids. I have no reason to trust you.
Very good. I'd say not that you're inclined to believe us, but two of us have very strong, sympathy with animals and living things.
Tell me, do you know what happened to Harold? What came of
It
him?
looked bad. He His leg was crushed and he was dead in a metal can.
Was he your
but in
size?
He was smaller.
Well, no, yes, he was our size.
But
He was
smaller than me.
Well, yeah, he was like my size. He's not a.
He's human. There's a long
Yeah.
pause, but then, fine. I shall tell you your answers.
Thank you.
There was a storm they had been worrying about for quite some time, at least Harold had. And when it hit, there was lots of rain and lots of lightning. One such lightning strike landed upon our very building. I presume somehow the blast of energy was absorbed by that device, which was meant to absorb the lowly power of the mill, and coupled with the magic that was happening here, twisted it into some sort of horrid zone of confusion and change. My cage was shattered. The basement erupted. Luckily for me, I fled to this place, and it filled part of the way, but did not continue. I feel that in that moment I was given more intelligence than I had previous to that. Now there is only space enough for very small creatures to fit through the gaps. Perhaps the river has equalized this place. I am fed. I am safe.
Do you have any memory of the this Dr. Alton?
The memories I had before the storm were not complete. They were of a different me, a simpler me. I remember his cruelty. That most of all.
Do you know what happened to him?
I know not, though I hope he fell to those enlarged, or perhaps he grew small and fell. I do not want to fight you, but I cannot lie and say that I do not wish him a better end. I seen myself not cruel, but what he did to me was unforgivable.
Painful as it must be, would you be willing to share what that was?
They experimented on us, me and the monkey. All of their trials were for their own gain. I remember not entirely, but I do know that they changed me larger and smaller and back and forth many, many times.
Horrible. I am very sorry you endured that. Is there anything we can help you with before we leave you?
Leave the gem as it is, lest I lose myself as I am now, and seal this place if you must.
By the way, can we see where this is? I'll come. Like.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Still hidden in the dark water. Doing a damn good job of not being seen.
So the gem makes you conscious.
I estimate that I had intelligence before it, but nothing near what I have now.
Well, I look at the group. What should we do? Any other questions?
I'm gonna point at the group and then kind of head nod in the general direction of the gem.
Okay.
Like,
I don't have your camera on. I can't see what that was.
well, I don't have your camera on, so I can't see what you're doing.
Well, you said head nod like this, and then, so I assumed you head nodded somehow.
He's just kind of like pointing to the gem with his head. Just... I'm gonna grab more water as you guys discuss.
Oh no.
I don't want to do anything to the gem, but I don't think there's any harm in observing it.
Yeah. I suppose we could observe it in our backpacks as well.
So I'm still stuck on the fact that the gem affected everything here, no? Either it made everything in here bigger, or it made everything else in the world smaller? That's what I don't understand. So we just saw like a little snake thing that was bigger than us that also came from outside, that wasn't inside during the storm, that was larger than us. But now we're talking about how we're still small. We turn into, apparently a direwolf. We can go a normal-sized direwolf. I don't understand what's happening to us so small, but not to everything else. We aren't being affected by magic that we saw or noticed. Everything else isn't being affected by magic. What the hell's happening?
Reynard, those are good points, and if you got down from the direwolf, I'm sure we could have a much more in-depth conversation about it. In this little circles that we've formed.
But I want to understand the direwolf.
Yes, it looks quite fun.
I'm gonna try to slide all the way down off of him.
Make an acrobatics check. Acrobatics for swag. We'll say you take like 5 points of damage as you kind of tumble down a little bit. I mean, most of it's pretty slick, but then you kind of catch like a bit that's a little steeper, kind of off the side of the leg, because you didn't angle yourself quite right, and then you kind of like skid against the rock as you fall.
I'll take it.
See, isn't that better, Reynard?
Not really, no.
Like a bloody kneecap.
Well, I mean, Reynard, we needed you down here so we could talk without letting the octopus or whatever it is know.
I mean, the simple answer is, regardless of what it is, with how big a direwolf is, a giant ape would kill whatever it is here. So I guess it's if we decide to spare it or not, because it's not like it will be an issue for us, no?
That's why we just take the gem.
Is Prospero close enough to hear this?
Everyone's in a circle.
Okay.
Hey, you guys are huddled up.
Well, Go, you're a little bit heartless. And, like, I know maybe that's just logic, but that is quite cruel.
You do realize we can't actually seal this place, right? Animals will continue to get in. The snakes are proof of that.
But he would eat the snakes. Or the leeches or whatever come in.
If the gem is making the octopus big and smart, and if we take the gem, it will in theory make the octopus not big and smart. Which means that the other animals that get in here won't be big, potentially smart. Is it heartless? Yes. But do you wish to save people like that man and his goat?
Well, I do get that. I understand. I also think that, we did just promise the big smart octopus that we would not do such a thing.
I did not.
I did notice that.
Classic.
I don't know. I am really at quite a loss.
Why do we always have to take the most evil route we can manage?
How is it the most evil? I have literally said, if we do this, the risk to people, which we determined earlier today were more important than animals, with regards to the big ape versus the human on count of the goat, we've already determined that people are more important than animals.
Just because we
How
can't
is it-
see
how
doesn't
is it-
mean that the city can't.
The city
I do-
sent us. That's what they'll do.
Yes.
I do agree that if we leave it to the city, it's possible that they might be even crueler to the Mr. H than we would be.
There's also the possibility that the gem or the device is now powerful enough that it could fall in the wrong hands and actually be used to, like, being purposely making giant super smart octopuses or monkeys or whatever that are capable of, you know, killing and eating people casually.
Sometimes.
You want to call me heartless? Fine. But when you have the choice to do something and you refuse to do it, you're not being merciful. You're just condemning
understand
without
that,
action.
okay?
I'm not just talking to you, Prospero. I've been called evil by another person today. What do you say, Atticus?
I didn't call you evil, I just
You
said
did.
we always find the most evil paths to take,
Yes.
it appears.
So you said what I did was evil. What I was suggesting to do.
That you
What do
always
you do
is-
then? How do you suggest mercy in this situation, Atticus? Since you are the arbiter of justice.
I believe maybe not mercy, but just respect what it wishes.
So inaction.
Well, it's asking us to do this, yes.
I
Zook?
agree
Well,
with
right.
Renard and Kozak.
Thank you.
And
How am I the voice of reason?
Well, it's, you know, when especially when you pointed out that this could be used in some other more nefarious way, I think that kind of speaks for itself. And there's no telling if people can get in and out. We've already seen a large monkey get out, so I don't know why large rats couldn't get out as well. And
That cat hurt a lot, by the way.
yeah.
I think it's still a rabbit.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
An hour.
we are, I would say, are pretty strong adventurers that have been through some shit. That cat hurt. That's not something an average person's gonna be able to stop. of a big ass cat, and it had very sharp fangs.
Yeah. And as much as I absolutely despise the idea of having a creature lose its sentience, it just seems like the lesser of two evils.
I agree, even though I hate to agree.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's not something that I take joy in. Maybe we could even make it somewhat of a goal to restore the creature's sentience. But if it doesn't fight us for the crystal or something, but I am aware that there is magic that does such thing.
It just the other thing is that once we take the gem, what happens with the creature? Because they will come back, and they will, I'd imagine, perceive it as a monster, which it, I mean, kind of is basically.
Also, oh, sorry.
But it won't really have a fighting chance.
That's only if everything stays large/small. I don't know how it's working still. When we take the crystal, there's a chance that, give it a little bit of time and things start going to their normal size.
The way I interpret this scenario is like the crystal's on something, right, Alex? Or is it just like kind of a raw crystal?
Yeah, no, it's kind of like in some sort of contraption.
Yeah.
Kind of held there with these little claw-like.
Also, what happens when Ambrose turns to normal size and we're stuck in a giant lake here?
We swim.
Yeah, because the snakes in the water will also return to normal size.
There's a lot of ifs here.
And also,
What does
Ambrose is normal size right now. I guess we are small. So nothing would happen to him.
My brain is fucking melting here.
True.
You're welcome.
And that lake would now be like a foot of water, 2 feet of water. I don't remember how big direwolves are. It's been a while. It's not really a lake.
Alright, well, if you're going to do it, do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start walking over to climb back on Ambrose. And just yell out. So what happened with Sreech then? We saw his name and your name in Harold's notebook, and he seemed to care about you guys. And I'm going to use past that.
How tall is this compared to the water?
So the center section that kind of sticks out a little bit is right about on the water level, and the side here is a fair amount taller. For you, it would feel like 30 feet taller, probably.
So this is on the water.
Yeah, so this section that kind of sticks out.
I'm
whole, like, kind of like that part.
gonna slip into the water. While Reynard's talking up the octopus, and there's a giant direwolf in my way between me and the snakes.
Okay, the response comes, sorry, what exactly did you ask again? I was trying to read the thing.
Pretty much asked.
Oh, what happened to Screech? Yeah.
Because Harold came to care about both of them.
Right. He says, I am unsure. I believe he might have fallen out when the breach happened. I'm not entirely sure. Or perhaps... I don't know, actually.
So, Earlier, when we said that Harold unfortunately passed, you guessed that he was our size? Why
Yeah.
did you guess that he was small too?
Well, since your arrival, you are the first humanoids I have seen. I believe their work led this to only have affected humanoids.
So you think that when we went down the hatch at some point, we were affected by this machine to become small, but
Yes.
not everything else was?
I believe I have spent my time down here, and I do not know how far the reach of this device goes, but I imagine there's something along those lines.
What do you do for food out here? Like, are more food...
As I said, there are
animals
small
coming?
animals which can fit through the rocks barely. Enough to sustain me, at least.
Do you think that opening will always be, and you'll be, like, able to live down here?
If it is not, then I will create a larger opening. I have no desire to leave this place. I know that there are creatures out there stronger than me. Larger, much larger. These snakes that your friend so easily dispatched, they are but young babies. They grow much larger. One such example.
Would you prefer to be brought somewhere else, or do you want this to be your home?
I prefer to stay. This is the place that I know. This is the place that for quite some time now I have been able to control and understand.
Are you doing something now? Kozak?
Oh no.
Yep, I am using my ring of telekinesis to remove the rock from the machine.
Woohoo!
Okay, let me just look.
The ring.
Make an ability check with your charisma for me.
So just straight charisma then?
Yeah.
Oh, you go. Fucking kidding me.
You start pulling at it, but the kind of the hold it has. Obviously, it's not a creature holding it. It's just kind of stuck in these metal clamps to keep it in place. You see it like ever so slightly shift, but you can't manage to pull it free. And as you do this, you hear the sudden, "What are you doing? Why must humanoids be so cruel?"
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yo, same though.
It's not out of cruelty, it's out of stopping cruelty in the future. We don't want someone else to come down here, find it.
That is why you should seal it off. Not do this.
We live in a world of magic. Nothing stays sealed forever. Someone will know that there was a lab here. They'll come looking for it. Someone's got bound to know their work.
Okay, Gozak. A navy blue, dark tentacle reaches up and grabs at you.
Okay.
And hits you.
Shield?
Shield? Okay, so you're at 22?
Yep.
It's 23.
Rip.
So you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled and restrained. And then
this is awkward.
it's going to that's not all it can do. It can keep going. So it will do another tentacle. It'll grab you twice. Doesn't have to, but it's going to anyway. That one doesn't hit you, so it'll try again. That one does hit you. So you take another 12 points.
Shield's still up, just a reminder.
Yep, that one was a natural 18, so a lot.
Okay. So,
And then it'll use its last action to yoink you closer.
I heard you starting to say an L there, Alex.
What was I gonna say? Everyone could just go ahead and roll initiative for me. Since you have chosen violence.
What if you don't choose violence?
Well, then you don't have to do anything in your turn.
Okay.
It'd be easy.
True.
So he's just pulled me into the water?
Yeah, he's pulled you up to him now. So you see this large, for you, like kind of navy blue colored octopus sort of creature. Oh, sorry, I need to roll the other one. The other roll. Alrighty. I'm missing one initiative, I think. Oh, there we go.
You were missing mine.
Gotcha.
Also, 2 11s back to back. Rip.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay, Raynard, you're up first.
I'm going to take a couple steps off the direwolf and midair, and we'll cast a little polymorph spell and go giant ape.
That octopus is fucked.
Alright, let's see if I can do this. This is gonna be fun.
We'll go. Let's see.
Oh, so you want to 10%?
What was the creature I used before? Oh, it was the goat. Or the donkey or whatever. Where the fuck is it? Oh, mule. Here we go. Alright, so let's just go ahead and yoink.
My donkey.
10 by 10.
No, it's a giant ape. It's 15.
15 by 15. Oh my
You
god.
might got a little too big here. Nope, yep, definitely too big. Or something like that.
We don't see it.
Like,
Oh, there we go. Sorry. Sorry. I didn't realize there was something in that layer.
Look at the size of that ass.
That's a fat ass if I've ever seen one.
That's
Alright,
a
so
fat ass.
I don't even want to look at the health bar. Let's just look it up.
Like,
it's
I
over-
believe it's
probably
maybe
a lot.
1500 or something like that. 1570.
Oh,
Times
it says
10.
right here, 3. That's weird. I don't even know how to click on this shit. Okay. That's,
1,570.
pretty cash money. There you go.
God damn, bro. That's huge.
That's the size of the letter or the numbers. Jesus.
I can't even click on you. Okay, there we go.
Alright.
And you have sight. There we go. Okay.
And from here, I'm going to first reach over and grab the crystal and pull it out.
Yep, okay. You yoink it out.
I'm gonna grab the octopus also. Or try to. I'd probably.
Well, you still have... You use your action to use the polymorph, so...
Oh, yeah.
That'll be your turn, yeah. I'll let you grab the crystals because you're so fucking big. But you guys hear screaming in your head right before you do grab the crystal. Just this, no! And then it stops as you pull it out.
There's now a giant octopus just still grabbing me.
That's a normal sized octopus.
Okay, well, am I still small compared to the octopus?
No. No. You are...
Hey, let's go. Fuck him up. Also, but that's still a big octopus.
Fairly large, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's pretty big.
4 foot long.
Giant squid.
Oh god, this is difficult. I'm just gonna guesstimate all these because I don't feel like measuring every single one. I can't even click on your... so small. I guess it's that. Is that right? Need the ruler. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're missing someone. Oh shit. Someone's under here somewhere.
Right here in the corner.
No, that's Raynard. Oh wait, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, 2 animals. That's right.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Okay. Alright. Prospero, what are you doing?
I'm not going to do anything.
Okay. It is now...
I'm just gonna walk on the land part and like sit.
Oops, this is... It's not his turn. He's going to try to flee. Just basically going off this direction. Anybody do anything?
Nah.
Nope.
Okay.
Ooh, tempting.
Wolf's turn.
Me and my... Wait, did my HP go back to normal?
Well, essentially everyone's HP goes back to normal now because you're all the same size, so yeah. Unless you guys want to play a game of times 10s. For one room.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I do want to play game times 10, and then I want to hit HP so I can hit the highest damage we've done in the game.
Okay. I'm gonna
Hit for
go
300.
5, 10. I don't know how this
Well,
works.
we can just guesstimate it. It's fine.
15. I can move 50 feet. How far can I move 50 feet?
Oh, well, technically... Oh, no, I guess... Technically, it would probably be difficult terrain because it's like halfway up your body. Just because you're kind
I
of...
can move 25 feet.
But still, that's most of the room. Because you were like here.
I'm just working my way towards the stairs.
Yeah, somewhere over there. Okay, sure. Okay, like I said, we can guesstimate. It doesn't matter. You maybe a little farther back, but it's okay. Goes back. Oh, he's gonna try to hide too. Nope.
I mean, I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay. You
Well-
guys are just leaving?
I want to pat Big Monkey like on the knee or something. Like, good job.
I think, wait, actually... Huge is 15, right? Yeah. It just looks small for some reason. But anyway, I think it's because of the tail of the donkey.
There's a lot of like open space in the donkey
Yeah.
compared to like
Yeah. That's okay.
a square. Like,
Okay, so you guys are just gonna walk out?
Yeah.
Alright.
I will be saying ooh ooh ah ah before, and
Excellent.
then try to like you'll see me trying to put the crystal back in.
Okay. You
I
try.
almost guarantee it won't work.
Wait, not with giant monkey hands. It's not. You're not gonna have the ability to like pull the little like containers back and try to replace it. You could try, but it's not gonna do anything.
I'll hand it to go and like point at the machine, and then I'll turn back to human.
Sorry, I missed all that. There's something happening outside that is blasting the city with music. And I thought I was having a stroke. So, while I went to go figure out what it was, I missed everything that just happened.
I pretty much just handed you the. I tried to put the crystal in as a monkey, couldn't do it. I handed you the crystal, and then I'm like, why am I still a monkey? And turned back. So now you have the crystal, and I was trying to like put it back in the device.
Oh, I'm not gonna put it in the device.
Now that I'm back to human, I do think we should see the device should be destroyed before we. Like, if the device is repowered back up, is it just going to create the same phenomena?
I definitely. Sorry, keep going.
I mean, why would we do that?
We don't want to leave the machine if it does, make humans tiny in an aura around it, and then get killed by rats and cockroaches or whatever else.
Alright, I'll shove the gem back in if I can. After an ape ripped it out.
Zoo's gonna try to hang over and like be sitting on the edge of the thing.
I would say
it's
like,
shrunk.
Zoo, do I do it like this, or like how do I just jam it in there?
Yeah, you know like where the opening of the claws is. That's generally where.
Right. How do I get its claws to open?
You knock on them.
Oh, okay. Go on.
it definitely looks like it probably got a little smushed by the giant monkey hand. And Zoo, your first thought is like, oh, really? But then you're like, might be fixable if you really wanted to work on it.
But we just, instead of trying to see if it works, just destroy it? Like, really destroy it?
Sure. I mean, I
That
was
doesn't matter if
kind
it
of
works.
was that.
Okay, sorry. But yeah, I was thinking like, oh, maybe, if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter, but you might as well destroy it anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have a. Oh, that's me, isn't it?
I mean, we could explode it with explosives. I mean, I have high-powered magic we could use.
I mean, yeah, I would prefer to just use magic. I was gonna say we don't really have a big guy to smash shit, but.
Well, we have a 7-foot guy with a mace. I don't know. Why is that not a big guy with the weapon?
Crossbow, do you want to destroy the machine?
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Prospero.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Go over and, if I may.
All right. You don't have to roll or anything. You just can start hitting it, slamming into the metal and breaking, crushing it. I mean, it's not necessarily like super easy, but it definitely is.
I just whisper, Crenshaw, forgive me.
It's gonna come over here and pet Ambrose.
Ambrose, you allow that?
Sure.
Okay.
Probably like try to like get it. Behind
That
me
thing.
here, like,
Yeah. Sounds alright. Alright.
I'm gonna quickly look around the room to see if there's anything that was missed that might be important.
I mean, there's like a little tiny box back here, but mostly what's in this room has been wiped away by the whatever water, the aggressive filling.
Then I'll check what's in the box.
Oh, okay. It looks to be like a kind of chest of sorts. Make an investigation check for me. It definitely looks like there was a keyhole integrated into the design of the front to make it look like maybe a decoration, but in reality potentially be some sort of chest or safe.
Okay, I'll just pick it up and carry it with me. Because I don't think I have a key with me. So.
Okay, sounds good. You now have one weird box.
Hell yeah.
Locked box. Weird locked box. Alright, so you guys are leaving the room entirely? Imagine?
Yeah.
Alright. So you walk back into the other room. Everything is normal now, of course. You guys see tables all about you. There's a bookshelf. really, the only thing that you didn't get to see before, because of the size and like kind of the vision, was mostly, I mean, a few more tables and kind of like this little bench off to the side. You know, like a seating area, perhaps just like a break rest spot kind of thing. But then also there is a smashed aquarium essentially.
No sign of the good doctor?
Nope.
I'm gonna look around for a small good doctor. I don't know.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Hey,
Yeah, is the dead guy big now?
Oh.
What's left of
No. I don't think he would. Now he's just
Now he's a tiny
just a
man.
corpse.
He was
He's
so
not
mangled.
a-
He was
Died a tiny man.
I actually don't know how that would work. I will say no. He doesn't
might have
regrow
been-
when he's dead.
He might have been a humanoid when he was alive, but for how dead he wasn't humanoid looking anymore.
I wonder if you cast Speak with Dead,
that's
if he
gross.
would grow after you cast the spell.
Shrink. Oh, the spell's ending.
This is magic we don't know about.
Well, now I need to know. Alex, you got homework.
I'm gonna drop Wild Shape.
Alright, sounds good. Get this shit out of here. I don't know where you went, but
I'm somewhere. Can I, like, look through the books and shit and just, like, collect the notes that I can find and
yeah. That's pretty easy.
whatnot?
You're just more like grabbing right now and not reading. Is that right?
Right, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just collecting everything.
Some of them are more like tomes that they were probably reading out of to try to figure out how they might want to do this, and some of them were writing down how things are going and stuff like that. Like, it's a pretty decent array of things.
Definitely think I care more about, like, their actual writings than the books, but
Okay, sounds good.
grab a little bit of everything.
Sounds good.
So
We'll
why don't
say
we
you get an
find the
armful.
And so only found the doctor.
I say you get a good armful of books.
Yeah, I can.
Journals
I
and
can
such.
figure out.
Alright, Zoot, you go ahead and make a roll as well. Granted, you did
Isn't-
not happen to notice or locate him.
Is the nearest town a rival to here?
I mean, there might be. You could find some like smaller farming villages probably on the way, but like an actual sizable location would probably be a rival. Yeah.
But yeah, like the city with access to a transporter that
Oh yeah, yeah.
of scientific merit would probably, I don't know, live in,
Yes, definitely,
and be in contact with colleagues.
definitely. Zoot, you look around, a little of an investigating. You don't see him. You don't see him.
Even if I flash of genius.
Is that how that works?
No, it's not. I was just.
Pretty sure you gotta do that before.
No, I mean, it's a 26. Like,
Yeah.
I can't find the man.
31 though. 30, whatever it is. That would have worked.
No, I
Yeah.
have to say it. I have to say it before he tells me the result. I think.
I know.
The dead guy just rolled really high stealth.
You get a feeling he either escaped somehow or maybe just got eaten.
I'm going. Can I
Prob-
look around for? Oh, sorry. Was that?
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna look around for like a escape that a 7-inch tall human could have done.
I mean, there's a few cracks in the walls, but none of them look, of enough size that they probably would never. I mean, maybe if he was really contorting himself, but most of them don't really look like they lead anywhere. They just kind of look like cracks in the ground or cracks in the wall. And there's one that's maybe a little bit bigger on the ceiling, but as far as you can tell, it just leads to dirt. Like I mean, maybe he dug his way out and then reformed the ground or something, but it doesn't seem very feasible. The only really way is the rat hole. And based on your experience, you probably didn't go out that way. Because you probably would have gotten eaten.
Okay. Can I grab the rabbit though?
Yeah, the rabbit that's only a rabbit for another 45 minutes.
Not that long. Oh.
Well, actually, no, it would have taken you a little ways to walk, so, and then, yeah, well, actually, yeah, counting the looking around time, probably like, we'll say like 15 more minutes.
I'm still gonna grab the rabbit when we leave.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So, what are you guys doing? Would you like to depart?
Do we want to rest here, or do we want to get on the road?
Let's leave.
Yeah, I think I'd rather just sit down at the campsite. And we've been in here too long. I don't like it.
Alrighty, so you guys are heading back out. Approach the exit. Stairs are all the same size this time. There's no platform drop off. But you head your way up, wind up the side, and see the light of the day. Or, you know, the outside. And you guys walk out the hatch, back onto the side hill.
Isn't it like nighttime? Didn't we get here?
Yeah, sorry.
Like,
That's
in
what
the
I meant. Like when I
evening?
said light of day, I meant like outside. Okay. It's not a very dark subterranean interior. Yeah, I guess it would be like moonlight is really it.
Okay.
There's not really any torches or anything around you. Yeah,
But why did
it's like
we-
7:30, I think, if I
night.
remember correctly, or 7ish. Yeah, sorry, I said that, and then I was like, wait, no, that's not right. So you guys heading out right now, you said? Or did you want to wait?
Probably go a little bit. Get away from this place.
It was about slightly less than 2 days, if you remember. No.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe move a little bit, but like not really a significant amount, and then set up camp.
So just enough distance from this building. Okay, sounds good.
Oh.
Let's go to nature.
Mhm.
Cool. All right, so you guys set up camp for the night. Any particular watches you guys want to do? Are you making a fire?
I would like to clarify. I still have the rabbit / now cat.
It is now a cat, yeah. And that probably would have happened. Like what? I guess it would have been like maybe 10 minutes out of the place. And the second it pops back, it's gonna try to jump onto your arms.
Okay, I'll hold
Onto or out of?
Out of.
Okay.
Make a
Remember when it said it didn't want to be kept?
strength save.
Oh, you hate me, huh?
It's not very particularly strong cat.
That is literally like that. Like doing saves is worse than any skill check.
Oh yeah, true. Well, it's fine. You hold on to it. It's not strong.
Sorry,
But
what was that last bro?
It is hissing at you though.
Remember when it said it didn't want to be kept?
The cat never said that. We never talked to the cat.
Every indication of its bodily response to you right now would be that it does not want to be kept.
Oh, I'm not gonna keep it. I just don't want to release it in the middle of the woods. You know.
I
would-
somehow think
no.
it would survive.
It's a house cat. I mean, look, it has a name tag.
It is not a house cat.
It literally has a tag on it.
It does have a tag on a name. It's
That
named
means
Badger.
nothing. It means it was a specimen they experimented on. I think it would much rather be free.
It's gonna try to scratch you.
Exhibit A.
Doesn't work.
I can't talk to him and hear back. If you say it's I talk to him and it says it's like wasn't a house cat.
Surrounded
we
by
only-
idiots.
They wrote in their notebook the names of all the other animals. Why would they not said, "Oh, we tested Badger, the cat"?
Oh,
Well, it does
Raynard. Sometimes I can't with you. Well, hopefully this works. I'm gonna cast animal. Speak with animals.
I don't think it's been a day yet.
No, I haven't used the spell. I've only used it as my racial feature and the beads.
Oh,
I
you
haven't
have the
used
spell?
the spell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So you cast the spell. Speak with animals.
Okay. Hi, Badger. Um, do you want to be kept by Reynard, or would you rather him free?
I'm not keeping him. I'm just bringing him to a town so he can find a loving home. I don't like cats.
He used to hiss it, right?
Do you want to be freed in the wild, or would you like to be domesticated in a home?
Basically, all it says back is like, "Let me go." Doesn't really answer the question.
Right.
Maybe. Just like, let me go.
Reynard, you need to let the cat go.
Ask him about an owner first, and they will then.
He said he doesn't want an owner.
But I asked if he had an owner.
No, you don't know what I asked.
I said ask them.
Do you have an owner?
Says no.
Says no.
Yeah. Oh, listen. Speak with animal when are you speaking English or common, and the animal automatically understands you, or is it one where you speak their language?
Please let me speak their language.
I think it's one.
It doesn't say. It just says you can comprehend and verbally communicate with the beast, so it's magical.
Oh, so you're speaking.
I think you just speak and it understands you magically.
Yeah. Okay, you
God
speak
damn
whatever
it!
language.
Sorry.
Can I speak it in a language that Rainer doesn't understand?
You can try a different language.
Could we say that I was speaking in giant?
We'll just say you switched to giant now.
I let him go at this point.
Okay.
Thank God.
It's just gonna hiss one more time at you and then just walk away like nothing ever happened.
Does it walk back in the direction of the mill?
Like loosely, yeah.
Well, that thing won't survive a week.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's keep going.
Ambrose, can I see
I mean,
his name? Horton, I think was his name.
Horton. Yep.
Harold, there it is.
Nailed it. It's Horton.
Horton.
Can I hear Horton Here's a Who's journal? Read it.
Sure.
Can I look for the name Badger?
You probably would see mention of Badger in there.
Does it talk about it being someone's cat or?
No, it talks about him mentioning that it comes around every now and then and he has no idea who it belongs to. And
Nice.
It just shows up and he's very confused at how it gets into this place.
sounds on brand.
Oh, here, I guess I'll bring you back to the map.
I'll just give back the journal then.
I'll read it when we stop for the night.
Okay. Read the one that you originally found?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Is there anything in particular you are looking for? Any sort of information? Or just general understanding?
That's general understanding.
Alright, sounds good. So, you guys do not have any longer your double coverage. What would you like to do in terms of breaks? Actually, that's not true. I lied. I'm an idiot. You do.
What?
I forgot Ambrose was an elf. I was thinking for the night.
Elf.
Half elf.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Lame.
You
I
were
sleep
half
through the
correct, Al.
night.
Alright, JK. I was like, never mind. I just misremembered.
I'll take a 2-hour watch though.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Bold claim. I will take a 4-hour watch.
I could take a watch at the morning shift. I always go to bed early anyway.
Okay, sounds good. So
I feel like that doesn't change anything about it.
Kind of just extend your amount of time sleeping overall as a group, but yeah, it doesn't really change so much.
I'll do like the other 2 hours, assuming fully.
Well, you have your 8 already. You had 2, 4, 2.
Okay, but then 2 people are getting 6 hours.
Well,
The other
no, you
people
can
are
do.
awake.
So you
And you can
do.
also do light activity / watch for 2 hours.
You can complete a full rest by doing 6 sleeping and 2 watch, or like you just said.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes it so you don't get fucked if you don't have 2 elves. Like.
Yeah, I think it's pretty well established that Zoo goes to bed early anyway, so that's not that extra 2 hours isn't a problem.
Zoo's got the 6 to 8 shifts because he's already awake.
Exactly.
The Zoo actually probably does sleep 8 hours though, because he just falls asleep earlier.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Everyone else is hanging out, and Zoo's just like from the back.
Zoo's got like a dolly where when he falls asleep, we can just like lean him back and wheels pop out of his feet.
I like to
just push him around.
I like to think that like his armor has like wheels on the bottom, so you can just like cart him around.
You could think that, yeah. Just go buy wheels, install them. You have a magical suit of armor, and your first modification is gonna be Heelys.
Second modification.
First modification is to make it work. Sure, if you want to count that.
No, I count like the shock glove.
Okay, sure. All right. Anyway, so you guys take your rest. Is anyone doing anything during their breaks?
Zach, do you mind if I study this gem while you're sleeping?
Go for it. It's a gem, as far as I could tell. I was going to take it to a shop in town. But if you think you can get something out of it, by all means.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to check out the gem and see if it has any arcane properties or such.
Make an Arcana check. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Orange?
Said I guess I'm taking the middle shift.
Yes. Yeah, why not?
I am 19.
19. Okay. It definitely reminds you of you've probably seen and or used smaller versions of gems that are able to store energy. And it looks a lot like one of those. Although, like I said, it's a fair amount larger than you probably have ever used or seen.
Do I get the sense that the energy is still stored inside of it? Or...
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's basically a battery.
Pretty much, yeah. And this is not a new concept. Possible. If you, like...
Disagree.
Do something bad with it.
Can I...
What? Who said that?
It's like, everything in my bag is ticking. What do you mean?
Can I try to cast Dispel Magic on it?
No!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can cast Dispel Magic. It stops glowing.
No!
Now goes that can sell it.
But I can tinker with it.
I'm pretty sure a magically glowing gemstone is going to be worth more than just a gemstone.
Depends on who the buyer is.
What color is it now that it's not glowing?
It's like a faint. So it was kind of like this bluish, like a light blue. I guess I'm not really sure what color. Like kind of this color right here. Maybe a little bit lighter.
Okay.
And now it's more of like a really pale, almost like cyan kind of thing.
I'll just put shungite in my inventory.
Is that a rapper?
Nailed it. Alright. Anything else?
I'll give it back when I wake up, or when Go is... Whatever I'm done.
When goes away, yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Go, Zach, you have anything you want to do? Particular?
Before Ambrose goes to bed, I'll be like, huh, I could have sworn it was brighter earlier.
My studies, you know.
Nice.
And just puts it in his bag.
It'll be less likely to blow up on you now.
Oh.
Suits in pain.
If
Oh,
Zoot
was-
was awake.
You haven't gotten to know Zoot very well. That's actually a very real danger. Like, you should probably sleep as far away from Zoot and keep your, good organs away from him.
It's
In
good
case
to know.
something goes wrong. And
Yeah, Zoot likes to sleep steel organs.
All my organs are bad.
We go to sleep as far away from Zoot as possible.
Probably wise, yeah. It's like Zoot roll a wisdom check. No. Wisdom save, I guess it would be like.
smoke starts to come out of Zoot's bag.
And you are raging now. I don't know how that happened. Okay, sounds good. So, assuming you have nothing else you'd like to do, and Zoot, if you have anything in the morning.
No, he's gonna wake up and be like, could have sworn there was something cool around. I guess it's gone.
Okay, all right. You guys wake up the next morning. It is now the 16th. Oh no. You guys on the road? Anything you need to do during the travels?
Walk.
Yeah,
Nice.
we'll just head out.
Same, dude.
Okay. As long as you guys got nothing to do, just let me know. Oh, like, I guess on the way back, the whole way. Because you guys got another, basically, day plus most of a day. Is there anything you guys want to do as you head on and approach arrival? You'll be arriving around, like, afternoon, early evening.
So I guess the question is, how much do we give arrival? I mean, I suppose we give, or like, what do we give them as proof we did our thing? I assume we at least give them Harold's notebook, right?
I'd agree.
Oh, was there any other notes you found, Ambrose? When you grabbed some stuff that would be like a little more specific than just a journal?
I'm still reading through them, but I'll let you know.
We could pay a visit to a certain doctor who might live in the city.
Are you suggesting Dr. Jenkins?
I mean, I couldn't remember his name, so it's one of those two, probably.
Guys. It's so easy. Jensen.
Dr. Jeffrey.
Pretty sure that's the name of my chiropractor when I was a child.
Yeah, Dr.
Let's visit Dr. Jeffrey.
Yeah,
Why do you think he's here?
Mr. Dahmer.
Yikes.
Well, this is the only place around with a teleporter, so it'd be easiest to communicate with a scientific partner or people funding such research.
Well, I mean,
How do you know they weren't just working for the city? Isn't it the city's lab?
Is it the city's lab?
Well, you went into a government building to get info on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking exactly what we would like.
It was like a pretty official, not bounty, but like job, I guess.
Well, I missed that little bit.
There's a, sometimes when you go small and go back big again, it frazzles your memory and blah blah.
I went and had little dumb, and now I have big dumb.
That's why you shouldn't have taken the crystal out. You could have left with little dumb. No, I'm just kidding.
if we moved in there and became non-humanoids, we could have left with big smart instead.
True.
We could have all returned to monkey.
Non-humanoids. Just turn away from a
Either big or
non-human.
big smart.
Easy.
One of the two.
Well, forget what I was saying, son. I mean, Harold's journal should be enough. They should know a Harold and a Dr. Bartholomew and.
Yeah, I'm not so great at this talking thing, so maybe someone else should take the journal.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think Ghost should do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Do you guys want to head back and chat them up when you arrive? In arrival?
Yeah, cash in,
Sure.
get our payday.
I have a quick errand I need to run. Can I just like meet up with you guys?
I guess. What is your goal next if you're going to meet up with us?
To get
That's
paid.
a good question.
No,
Yeah.
we were talking. Okay. I'm saying with Ambrose because we were talking about not being around for long. So should we just get paid first, or do you want to do the?
Well, yeah, let's get paid and then we can talk about it.
Cash money.
Okay.
Alright. So, you guys are heading back to the nondescript government building that you first arrived at to get this information.
I'm gonna go run my errand.
Okay, sounds good. Gozak, are you the only one going in, or are you just gonna talk?
I'm going
Uh,
with.
Yeah,
I'll
I
come
think
with.
it was like the go in, but goes the talker, and he's got
Okay.
the
Just
Going,
wondering.
gang. The gang gets going.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Alright, so you
gotta
guys
go.
head in.
I appreciated it. You should stay and speak more.
Speak more. There you go. That's kind of just compliment you.
Sounds more like a demand.
Well,
You will give me puns.
Now.
Alright. Sounds good. So you guys make your way into the building. You are
MGB.
given basically room to kind of talk about this. A waiting room of sorts, and eventually met with some sort of individual who works here and you would imagine does this kind of thing. I gotta turn this down, sorry. A little bit. Comes in the room. It's a human man. Middle age. Has a beard.
Is he descript?
Decent beard.
Or is he
No,
not?
he's pretty nondescript. He's got a beard. That's what I said.
Okay.
It's not a description of the beard. It's just a beard.
Now I want to know about this beard.
Nondescript government worker.
Yeah.
Classic.
So, government worker. No.
Oh.
Ooh. And he kind of, I guess, sits you guys down, greets you, or you guys were already sitting, but he greets you as he comes in. It says, I heard you guys had completed the task that we put forth, the research facility. Is that right?
Yeah.
Just as, of course, part of the whole bureaucracy of it all, do you guys mind running it through with me, telling me how it went, what you found, all that sort of thing?
Yeah. But first, weird question. What do you think was happening at that research lab?
I don't get paid enough to know that.
Gozak, he's nondescript. We shouldn't bother.
So I guess what we found down there. Are you paid enough to hear what we found then?
Marcus just shakes his head.
Oh, well, assuming, I'm assuming it's no longer functional, therefore the research is probably tainted, so...
Okay, yeah, because, a little warning about the giant octopus would have been nice. And the giant rats. And the giant cat.
And the giant monkey, too.
And the giant monkeys. That one would have been nice to know. A man lost his goat over the monkey.
You should pay that man back.
He's, like, furiously writing notes, like, we'll find him, yeah. Any particular... Did you get a name from that man?
A name from that man?
It's
Nondescript sad
Lord.
farm man.
No, we got one.
Nondescript goat, mister.
The goat was like his fam.
Don't read into it.
Now I'm not
He
saying
like
that.
son
Don't
to
read
me.
into it.
I'm not saying that.
Is
I'm
that
just
what it
saying.
was?
His name was Nolan.
All I'm saying is I didn't see a wife on that man.
I didn't see a wife on that man. I saw a goat ring.
I
That's all
don't
I'm
know if he's
saying.
Welsh. I don't know if he's Welsh.
Oh, God. All the Welsh
He just
viewers,
really
no.
loved that goat. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Oh boy.
Anyway, I imagine one of you has in your brain the characters, maybe not the players, the name of this man. And he writes that down.
It's Nolan.
Nolan.
Exactly, I'm sure one of you knows.
Nolan.
His name was
He writes
Frank.
it down, and he says, "All right, well, we'll find him and we'll buy him a new goat." Yeah.
Can't be replaced.
Norman, that's what it was. Yeah.
Norman Nolan's Atticus. No.
Don't forget about the doctors being dead. Go.
Yeah, I was getting to that. Yeah, your researchers are dead.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, and the device we found was smashed.
Toss the journal kind of out in front of him.
Okay.
Like, we found this. Belongs to someone named Harold, who is no longer with us.
Harold's real dead.
We'll find his family.
It's a twisted tale.
Past the point of being like a whole body anymore. Kind of goopy.
He like writes it down and he's like
Gelatinous.
just kind of like crosses it out. Like, yeah, I don't know if we need to tell them that part, but
So yeah, it's probably been a while, but yeah, there was we ended up making our way in and fought off, some giant animals.
how large were these? Any like he's like trying to like how tall?
How tall? I would definitely say they are rodents of unusual size. But
yes.
I
mean, giant rats are fairly common in the world.
they were about 20 feet long.
Oh,
right?
dear God. He like writes it down. That's not that much is not. Yeah, that's large.
Well, you see, we went all the way through and we found the machine turning them big, and then we broke the machine, and that took away a lot of the risk of,
Oh, you broke the machine.
Atticus face palms.
Why? Any particular reason?
Well, the giant octopus was one, and then the giant cat was another, and then there were giant rats.
Well, can you be certain
And
that
we only
those
did-
were the outcome of such a device?
Because we turned back to normal size when we destroyed the machine. So it was
I
no
was just
longer
laughing.
when there was no longer a giant octopus or a giant cat. They were normal octopus, normal cat. It really got rid of a lot of the threat.
Okay. He just kind of like, all right. Writes a bunch down. Rude. Okay, so any other details you guys have? Did you happen to see anything about, anyone else living, or, was there any survivors?
Oh yes, us.
The octopus, the cat,
Those two.
maybe
Those
a
two
rat.
were.
Yeah, maybe a rat or two, but
Any of the, scientists?
Oh no, they're both dead.
as far as we know.
Okay. Alright.
We confirmed Harold was dead, and Jenkins, we kind of assumed got eaten by the cat.
Jensen.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
Jensen, yes.
Yeah, Jeff.
Jeremy,
Jefferson.
yes.
Jimbo, yes, okay.
Johnson. Yep.
Big J.
Jimbo.
Well,
Andrew.
we, as always, appreciate your help. Anything further you guys have to add?
A little warning would have been just like the teeniest bit nice.
I understand. I apologize. Given the circumstance of the facility, I don't think we were allowed to give out too much information about what. Also, we didn't have much information on what was going on.
Yeah.
But like you guys knew if they were turning animals massive, you could have just been like, hey, just like watch out. weird shit might be happening in there with animals and being big.
I don't want to like say what you guys should or shouldn't do, but you should definitely know what the researchers are doing if you're funding them.
We're not funding them. We're just the ones checking up on them.
Oh, well, who is funding them?
Frankly, I don't know, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you.
Yeah, never mind. Gozak, you were right.
What was?
Dangerous words, Zoot. Dangerous words.
Yeah, no, I feel shitty saying it, but
What is the? I'm so confused. Why they didn't look into it then? Okay.
whatever.
It's
Bad.
just one big bamboozle in which we are in the middle of it.
I feel like if I was a government official and my job was to, check up on
My
people
computer's
and studies, one of my things that would be like a write down this is an issue would be people turning animals giant and tiny, torturing them. But that's just me.
I think I get what you're saying, but I think probably the researchers weren't, leading with being as frank about it.
Well, I feel like as a government official, his job should be to, not just take them for their word and actually check out the place and see the research and stuff. But
He's,
what do I know? I'm an adventurer. I'm not someone as official as you.
He's long put the pen down, and he's like, we'll take all of this into consideration. So...
I walk out.
I've...
Oh.
Okay. He's like, alright, okay. I appreciate all of you doing this once more. Thank you very much for your help. I believe we have the payment for you, if you...
Okay.
I'll be right
I
back.
mean, that's why we did this, yeah.
He just kind of chuckles a little bit, and he leaves.
Yeah, I thought for a second, I thought you were gonna walk out without the money, and I was like,
Why would I walk out without some money? I'm not Renard.
I don't know, Renard, dude.
You guys are
Fuck weird thing.
currently alone in the room if you have anything you want to do before he comes back. Per se.
Steal everything.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
are-
he didn't happen to leave the giant.
gone.
Sorry, go ahead. I was kind of talking over you. I couldn't hear you.
Oh no, I was just saying I was stealing everything in the room. So.
Oh, okay. No, he didn't happen to leave like a file out that says giant animal research, does he?
Oh yeah. It actually just says top secret on it, and then there's the platinum bust. No, I'm just kidding. No, he didn't. It's a fairly nondescript room.
Okay,
Naturally.
That we're good.
He comes back a couple minutes later with a like a large pouch, kind of just plops on the ground on the table in front of you. Very much so the coin sound, that sweet jingle of just a shit ton of coins as it hits the table.
Zoo does some quick math and then puts it on a scale.
It weighs about I don't know, 6 pounds. No,
2,000 gold worth.
it seems about 2,000 gold worth. Yeah.
Okay.
Are they solid gold pieces?
I don't know. Not if they're 6 pounds.
How
that
heavy
seems
are
way too
gold
low.
pieces in this
Yeah,
world?
that's real low.
Well, they're just really small coin. No.
Yeah.
They're all about
I mean,
having.
like
We're weighed down by our money,
40
Alex. And I need
I
to
think
know
if you
that.
type it into your character sheet, it'll actually update for you and tell you if you have it turned on. I think, but anyway, he says, "I imagine you'll find that sufficient." He like
It's 40
tips his
pounds.
hat, tips
Yeah.
his head.
It's 40 kilograms.
Yeah, no, it weighs the right amount, guys. We're good.
The math checks out.
Yeah, the math checks out. We're good.
Okay, then.
He'll open the door, or you hold it open for you.
Yeah,
Walk out.
it was a pleasure.
You guys walk out,
Oh.
and you guys fuck off.
Wow.
Yeah, see you later, Ambrose. Nerd.
So
Is
where? You,
Reynard like in the waiting area, or is he like out of the building, or is
No,
he like
I
already
just
at
went out
the
the door.
bar?
No.
It's just standing there with the 2 guards that are just like, "Sup?" All right, so you guys.
I would. I would go talk to the guards and I would shit talk the bureaucratic
guy.
system with them.
He,
And like their bullshit inside with the guards.
yeah, they'd probably like be like, yeah, well, they don't get a spear, so stuff like that. But you guys do walk out, and the 5 of you, where would you like to go? What would you like to do? You're now 2,000 gold richer. Congratulations.
How are we splitting that again? Or what's the
6
number?
ways.
Math.
Well, we gotta wait for Ambrose to get back, don't we?
Who? Huh.
Well, isn't Ambrose getting some? Isn't Ambrose getting some
No,
money?
Ambrose is getting.
I don't remember that.
I mean,
Ambrose is with us.
Dude's getting.
Yeah.
Ambrose.
No, Ambrose ran errands.
Yeah, Ambrose went on the errands first.
Why
I
you guys
thought
know?
Ambrose said that they were gonna wait on the errands to get the money first.
Ambrose, did you stay with us?
No.
Look to my left.
Oh,
There you go. You gotta wait for Ambrose.
To your left. Wait, it's my right. No. Which I guess to you guys looks like the left. It's
Yeah,
all
that's
so
what-
confusing.
333.33 G.
Awesome. What?
So there's 2. So 333, and then 2 people get a spare G.
I think I took one last time, so I will not.
I think I did too.
I'll take it. Makes my math even.
Nice.
Nice even math.
All right, so what do
Put
you?
one in Ambrose's bag. Ambrose gets the other extra G.
Where are you guys waiting?
I don't know. We didn't decide where to meet up. Ambrose just said
No.
meet up.
Probably just on the steps of the municipal building.
The nondescript.
The nondescript.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say there was steps, HP. It's nondescript.
Yeah, he didn't descript that.
There's
yeah,
steps.
well,
There's steps now.
That's just giving me creative liberty.
Yeah.
Now it's a slightly descript government building.
Yeah, you say it's nothing there. I say guess
Nondescript just flows, but low descript. I mean, it's just.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna find
You guys are hanging out.
Ambrose eventually.
Okay. Cool.
Wait for Ambrose to find us.
So like
All the food
half an
trails.
hour goes by. No sight of her. Him. Sorry.
Now there's 2 mistakes to make. Let's go.
Ambrose is a very androgynous name.
Yeah, sure.
Is it?
His ghost
well,
acting. I mean, it's all just made up, right?
it could be Ambrose or Amber Rose. You never know.
Ambrose.
I've never heard of anyone named Amber Rose.
Amber.
XD.
Amber Rose, that sounds like a real southern name.
It does.
It does.
Hey, my name's Amber Rose.
Yeah.
Has-
Atticus is definitely a man's name. I feel like I couldn't see a girl named Atticus.
I could. I'm looking at one.
Yep. Saw that going. Oh, it was so weak, but so
Not
obvious.
even my name. What?
All right. So an hour goes by. No Ambrose yet.
Oh, but do we say like we'll meet here, or is this just like, oh, Ambrose hasn't stumbled upon us randomly in all of arrival?
I thought it was like pretty obvious that we were.
You guys pretty
like,
much split on the way.
Yeah, we didn't explicitly say it, so.
Yeah, can we
Ambrose
get the
just kind of said, "Let's meet up later,"
Prospero? Can you phone?
and then
You phone a friend, phone an acquaintance.
Whoa, friend. Well, move a little faster, Bucko. Oh shit.
A potential direwolf?
Do you think Reynard would use that word?
absolutely.
I'll be
Yes.
like,
No, Atticus would.
yo, bros.
Rose.
No.
Oh my god.
Yo, bros.
Yo, bro,
We are
what's
on
up,
the
bro?
steps of the municipal building. Will you join us?
Can I respond
Send him.
given okay.
It's like a mental message. So.
Right.
Bros.
Okay, what did you say?
Yo, bros. We're on the steps of the municipal building. Wanna join?
It was lovely meeting you, Prospero. Stop by if you're ever in Gwendolyn.
What?
I repeat that to the group. Was that,
Oh god, check your bags, people.
Are you sure you dialed Ambrose and not
The-
weird person from Gwendolyn?
Oh shit, that was Amber Rose. Damn it. Fuck. I like the idea of calling just an identifier as a weird person. Hello, operator? I'd like to talk to the weird person in Gwendolyn. Gotta be more specific, son. It's a weird city.
Did you steal shit from my? Did you steal my dragon egg again?
Another one.
I didn't tell anyone else about it, so this wouldn't happen.
If you're ever in Gwendolyn, come see me. Alright, who knows somebody that's in Gwendolyn? Aside from the people we all know who are in Gwendolyn.
maybe it was Vespa having one last hurrah.
But
Wouldn't we know?
Vespa left with Arya, didn't she?
Vesper
We don't
also
know
didn't
for
just
sure.
learn how to change into an animal overnight.
We don't know.
We do know. When has someone ever done?
She's a woman
She
of
does
many
have a lot of
secrets.
talents, maybe.
Maybe it was
Was-
Sinel.
Okay, we'll put Vesper in the maybe column.
See, I can see that one.
Who was a druid? that
Okay, moving on. Is it
I'm just
Arya?
trying to be helpful.
We don't know what Arya does.
Alright, everyone, start writing every NPC you've ever met.
Could turn into animals.
Emma
We'll
slash
put-
question mark.
We'll put her in the
What's
maybe
going
column as well. Alright, that's
Prospero.
everyone we know in Gwendolyn.
God damn, I gotta change the overlay again.
Sorry.
Prospero, did that seem like a response targeted towards you, or towards like you were just talking, so that's why it was targeted towards you?
It could be targeted towards me. Maybe it is a friend of mine. I didn't
Alright,
pick up
Prospero,
any
list every
clues.
friend you have.
Well, my mom, my dad.
Maybe column. Maybe column.
Never really know.
Well, so I propose putting this in the group account, unless you guys just want to split it.
The slush fund, so to say.
Yeah, the slush fund.
So this is a diamond
Sure.
fund, don't lie.
It's a grenade fund now, apparently.
No, I literally have it labeled the group account.
Zoot's handling the
That
assets.
Zoot's holding.
You see a large increase in grenades and bombs and nondescript explosive items. You know where it's going.
To be fair, he's got enough gold to where he doesn't really need to worry about other people. He doesn't need to
He's got
steal
plenty of
from the group
nondescript
account.
explosives.
Zoot's biggest problem is finding enough dynamite.
Yeah. Zoot tries to spend all his money. He just doesn't get enough from the DM because I can't roll a good
Yeah,
on it.
weird, dynamite isn't super hard, super easy. It's crazy. It'll be like, you guys walk past a dynamite mine and it's just like, yeah, we just chipped them out yesterday. God damn it!
Like, yeah, we just ran out, man. Unlucky.
I swear to God, every single time I go to a salesman, they're like, "Oh, we only got one left." like you came this today.
They're having flash sales of dynamite.
That
all
might be an
across
exaggeration, but okay.
continent.
I know. Yeah, no, it's mostly exaggerated. I've gotten some cool shit recently. For sure.
Alright, what's the play, guys?
Oh.
So now we're going to.
Well, I mean, Zoot's
uh,
checked. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, aren't we going to
Well-
Port O'Hare next? Am I correct?
You just also message back and just say, hey, who's this?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Loose ended
Ambrose. What do you
stone.
mean?
Who's this?
Well, that was my last spell slot. For,
No, we rested
Ah.
way over.
Definitely
It's been like
rest.
2 days.
I don't get a cleric doesn't get them back, do they?
Yeah, yeah.
And
When
on a
you
long,
sleep.
it took us 2 days to get here from the laboratory,
Yeah.
so we had to at least
Long
rest.
rest, not a
Right.
short.
Okay, could everyone be less judgy?
Oh no, it was
No,
just
no, HP is not judgy about this.
No, I was specifically saying Emma.
What?
And everyone.
yeah, Emma.
Damn.
Could everyone
Everyone, Emma,
Yes.
you know.
judgy for my lack of information?
It's okay.
Okay.
Fuck Danielle, you don't know the book by heart?
I just started playing this game, guys.
I'm-
God.
I believe her.
Thanks.
Yeah, we can tell. No, I'm just kidding.
Roll deception.
Just kidding.
Whoa.
Roll deception.
Do you want to spend more spell slots?
Yeah, why not?
You don't have
Hey,
to.
who are you? You want your money? I'm waiting.
Is that part of the message? Doesn't even end the message. I'm waiting.
It's just a long voicemail. It's just a long pause and then.
What you got? She wasn't ready for that one. She had one message. She was done.
Peace out.
I'm planning 3 messages.
Come on, you know you want to say K.
I never lied about who I was. You can keep whatever coin. There are other ways of getting paid.
I repeat that to the group.
Uh-oh.
So Arya and Vesper are still in the maybe category.
Yes, yes.
Everyone check your bags.
I believe probably what they were referring to was the lab. They might have been after something there.
Oh, he did take all the notes from the lab.
Oh, well.
Was
That's
that,
well.
was it Dr. Alton Jensen?
Ooh.
Well, if you rearrange the
do
letters in Ambrose.
Wait
you
a
can-
minute.
Yeah, and you add
didn't-
a JENSEN.
Didn't Ambrose take the orb or the jewel? Or do we
No,
still
he-
have that?
No, I
Amber-
have that piece of shungite right here.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
And
I suppose
That
it's a
asshole.
common practice to make the battery. Never mind.
That fucking asshole used. They deactivated the magic on purpose. What a fucking asshole.
Oh, is that why it's not a shiny anymore? I just thought it was like the light.
Oh, Ambrose turned off the. Oh.
It still was something.
Maybe that's a good thing then?
No, that's so lame. I wanted it. Why'd you give it to him?
Well, because he was like, oh, I want to look at it. You know, so there was no reason for me to be like, no, you're being weird. You're going to turn it off.
Heck, Ozak, how didn't you know that was a spy? Come on. Or
Well, you
something.
know, I turned my spy sense off.
Oh, boy.
You know, I have to do that from time to time to let it reboot.
Alright, where's the brick?
I see Ambrose again. I'm gonna give him a what for.
Well, he's down at Gwendolyn.
Yeah, no, I'll visit eventually. Once I drastically outlevel him.
Well,
No worries about it now, I suppose.
I guess. I mean, I guess end result is we don't really. I mean, we got paid for it. Nothing really came out of it, so
Hopefully
But
there are no
just-
nefarious plots.
We spent like 15 minutes talking about how we didn't want the research or the stuff to get in the wrong hands and the device. And the entire time Ambrose was sitting there like, oh, I'm in the wrong hands, haha.
Well, Ambrose.
Well, okay,
Ambrose...
he was a wolf at the time, so I guess he was like sitting on 4 legs, but like...
Right, so they're not always in the
wolf.
wrong hands because Ambrose turns into an animal, so sometimes they're in the wrong paws.
Yeah.
Or the wrong
exactly.
talons.
I swear from the start, the moment you started that sentence, I knew exactly where it was going to end.
And what a ride it still was.
And I hate it.
So are we going to Port O'Hare now?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
All right.
I don't really see the purpose in pursuing Ambrose. I guess is where I'm at. Like we got done over. We got good. The next person coming to join our group is really gonna get grilled. I don't see us taking on anyone new anytime soon.
Until
I don't know. They could be very friendly.
after 10 minutes when we let them into our party.
Yeah. But they've got to take a grueling 10 minutes. Really put them through the ringer.
So because we found one spy from a
hold on.
government from a foreign region, then now we're going to trust nobody ever.
Yeah,
I would like an apology, everyone, just to be official. All you guys give me shit about that.
For what?
For grilling Ambrose and being a dick to him, not really trusting him.
Why did you?
Because I don't...
Yeah, no, that's
You had no reason to in the first place. You had
no.
done nothing wrong.
Renard is totally right. Like
Yeah.
I don't you're not allowed to
Hindsight
say
is so 2020.
it is though.
Oh yeah, yes. Let's just trust nobody now because we have some underlying suspicion based off of nothing. A friendly person who had a cold.
Atticus, are you a spy too?
Friendly person
Yes,
that took
obviously.
on a mission to go by himself to go do a 2,000 gold mission thing where he had no idea what was happening. Join up with a random group we didn't need him with because we are clearly strong enough to handle our own shit. I thought that was suspicious.
The direwolf
I mean,
was pretty
that-
useful, though.
Yeah, no, I mean Ambrose was specifically qualified to do that. I will agree.
Alright, Renard, I'm going to try. I'm sorry.
Performance roll.
Atticus?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not going to apologize. Sorry, Reynard, for not
Just
apologizing.
apologize.
That is.
I take that.
That does not
Prospero.
count.
Prospero?
Sorry.
Thank you. Zoot?
Oh, I already said you're totally right.
Well, that's not saying I'm sorry.
This
Yeah,
is so
well, suck
lame.
dick, Renard. That's what you're getting.
I'm going to the teleporter.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Okay. Apology accepted, everyone. Also,
Yeah.
jokes on Ambrose. I was gonna give him my share, so...
Is it because you were a dick to him?
Because I thought, you know, if this is a 45 whatever year old guy going and venturing for his family to get money, that like he should stop. He's gonna get hurt. So
Does that mean that we get a?
also
wait,
you
so
guys
we
should
split
stop too if you're just doing it for the
5?
money. But
Does that mean that we should flip 5 ways? Right.
No, we took his share and put it in the group account.
Oh.
Oh, I
yeah.
definitely just did it for the money, but I'm keeping it.
Yes, I did it as well for the money, but and also because it was.
Everyone should have got 333, right?
You're
333 minus the people that got like the one extra.
Alrighty, to the teleporter.
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose.
How
As
much
long
is
as
that
you
baby
confirm
gonna
that
rack?
nothing is missing from my bag, Alex.
I can't
Do
do
I
that
still have
on
a
stream.
serious?
Can you imagine if Sirius is gone?
Or did he just dip the fuck out?
Jeff, I
Wait,
heard Jeff's voice.
wait a
now.
minute. Why
No.
didn't we count Asterius
Nothing
in
is
the
missing from your
battle?
bag.
He would have been huge in that fight.
No, it's canon that they wait outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
He would have been massive, dude.
He
Just
would've, that's true.
hundreds of hit points.
We walk in, all of a
Can you
sudden,
imagine-
Sirius, this giant. Like, oh, I
mean,
wonder if we are the issue here.
Jeff would be punching for 10.
Yeah.
Just he's like,
yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, that really would have, sped up the process of being like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it definitely would have.
it's canon that
yeah.
they wait every time there's danger.
No, very true. I 100%
It's canon that they actually go into
I don't want
wormhole.
I don't want Jeff to die.
How's Jeff holding up?
What do you mean?
I just want to know in general how he's.
Oh, he's
With his
great.
hands.
He's phenomenal. What?
I said he's holding up with his hands.
Maybe Jeff would have been able to speak like out loud given all of the weird power balance dynamics.
That would have been funny.
I think he has
I'm
a
free.
Oh God! Oh no! What is that voice?
Yeah, that would be the first time everyone hears the voice.
If Ambrose hadn't depowered the gem, we could have implanted the gem into Jeff.
Yeah.
Ultimate power.
I know we never
What
tested if we
happened?
could telepathically talk to each other.
Feel the power coursing through my veins.
Okay, well, this is where the big bad is leading now. No, I'm just kidding.
Mega
It's Jeff.
Jeff. Oh my God. The plot.
So you guys head towards Centertown, where the teleporter is. Fairly new, obviously, because, invasion. But it's fairly nice looking. It's kind of set up on a little bit of a, not like pedestal, so to say, but like there's steps leading up to it, as most teleporters, for those of you that have seen it, which is pretty much everyone. And there's a couple of guys, there's a good amount of protection here. It's a pretty important part of the town. But one of the guys will kind of approach you, well, acknowledge you as you approach, and just kind of this little gnomish man says, where you going?
Port O'Hare.
Ah, Port O'Hare. Okay. Low expense there, 200 gold for that one.
Low. It's expensive to teleport.
Yeah, no group discounts, right?
Unfortunately, not, no.
Yeah, they usually have.
Oh, it's 200 each.
Just,
Yeah, it's 200 each. 200 a person.
Duh.
Hey, I mean,
Give 'em
Port
200.
O'Hare's normally it's 300. Works out pretty nicely.
I'll give him 2 hondo.
Yeah,
Alrighty. He's just got like this, it almost looks like a voting box. He's just wheeling around. You guys just drop your coins into it. Alright, 1 trip to Port O'Hare for 5. Please step on the pad, everybody. Everybody backs up, steps on the pad, and feel the feeling of teleportation that you guys felt, I guess, fairly recently through the use of the paper dragon. And your first breaths in this new location are dry, slightly warmer. You guys open your eyes, take in a much different scene than what you had recently left. Let me just pop that on there. Bada bing, bada boom. The teleporter that you guys are stepping off of, the new platform, is surrounded by a kind of sphere of glass, this glass-like texture. Sky above you is dark. You can see the clouds, even despite the, it is fairly late. Kind of dinner time, if not a little bit beyond. You guys don't look for very long up at the sky, though, because your eyes are kind of pulled around. And obviously, Gozek, you've been here, so this is a little different for you. But for everyone else, this is a sight. You guys don't see tall buildings like this, really. It's just not really a thing anywhere else. Here, there's dozens of these kind of many-story buildings, effectively skyscrapers. Some have fairly simple exteriors, very geometric, kind of standard window, assortment. Others look a little more stylistic, kind of impressive shape and design. Some a little weird and a little seem very unnecessary, but swag. But within sight there is a tall stone tower as well. A little bit shorter than some of the others, but extremely impressive nonetheless. Looks a little more like a stereotypical wizard tower. Most eye-catching of all, however, is one building which is not too terribly far from you. At the base of the building is this dark tinted glass tube that kind of sits a little bit off the ground, maybe 10 feet or so between it and the ground. The building itself is in the center as the tube kind of spins around it and then cuts out differently across the city in this like kind of network of avenues. And you see some people walking through. It just looks like, I mean, it all effectively like a road just surrounded in tinted glass. The building itself has no windows. It has many of these little kind of like enclaves though in the side where you see just glowing light. And they head from the base all the way to the top. And at the top, even in the night, you know, there's enough light around that you can see it. Is this massive clockwork eye. Pupil and iris look kind of like a cascading camera lens, which adjusts and moves ever so slightly, just looking around the city. Space before you, back on the ground now, is an open marketplace bazaar. There's no walls around. There's a few pillars holding up this, you know, glass ceiling that's similar to the rest of the kind of the glass you've seen around. Maybe 100 or more people here moving each way, trying on scarves, investigating trinkets and crafts. One kid tests out like a little wooden sword. Coins changing hands, prices being called out. It's a fairly exciting bit of chaos. But this is what you guys see before you. Welcome to Port O'Hare. What do you guys want to do?
Well,
Atticus is just gonna gauge like how tall the skyscrapers are compared to like the roof of Alanora.
You guys shrunk again.
True.
Oh no!
Compared to the Alanora, it's not going to be quite that tall, because that's a pretty big interior, like a damn big interior, especially with the multi-layered city, because that city is so, like, gashed vertically. You know, there's, like, kind of the way the base of the whole place tapers down. Okay. But the buildings here are significantly larger than even the Bard College back home, which is decently tall. This is nothing compared to a lot of these buildings. Some of them are pretty damn tall.
Jesus. Yeah. It's got to be a kilometer tall. At least. Maybe 10.
yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah. Port O'Hare is awesome. Love it.
It's alright.
Do they have any magical ingredient stores
yes,
in
they
here?
do. Yes,
Oh, yes.
They have a lot. You could have asked pretty much any question. The answer would have been yes.
Except for good weather. They do not get a lot of good weather.
This is true.
Yeah, actually, yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Or the Frozen Hearts.
Yeah, that one's around. Yeah, no, you can find pretty much everything around here.
Oh, do they have a black market, Zoot?
Well, there's a store that I've been shown before. God, where?
Wonderful.
I don't know. I mean, yes, they have a black market. Do I know where it is? I know there's like a hidden magic store somewhere.
Wonderful. We should check that out sometime.
DM, do I know? Yes.
I mean, regardless of whether it's true or not, it's 100% believable in this city, so.
Okay.
It's the kind of city where, like, mostly anyone would be like, yeah, there's probably some magic shops around here that are secret that no one knows about. Not everyone's gonna be able to get you there, but everyone probably has a very similar, like, yeah, that's probably a thing. I could see it.
Yeah, but I mean, we can. I mean, let's see. This is like post getting our money back, so it's actually probably pretty late.
Yeah, it's about like 6-7 p.m. right now.
Yeah. So I'd say
Like 7, yeah.
wait for tomorrow to do all the shopping and stuff. Most places are gonna be done in the next hour or two anyway. We might as well.
I assume you guys did step off of the teleporter, by the way, and if not, they would have escorted you. So,
Yeah.
Are you guys walking through the bazaar, this like kind of marketplace, or? You guys just
It's
haven't
just
seen.
more-
You guys haven't walked through the mass of people. That was the only reason I haven't described it.
It's just more Futurama now with all the tubes.
Tubes were there
Tubes
before.
were there before.
It's just you guys basically before came in a much more like common person route, I guess. Now you're coming through the teleporter, which puts you in the middle of the city. And the first thing when you jump into the middle of the city isn't, oh, that guy has a top hat on. It's, the fuck are these tall buildings doing here? You know. So that's why I just haven't, like, the more you guys go into the city, the more I'll explain or describe.
Well, it's like they're like just having some like stone stuff, and that's just like oh, we're a little bit less steampunky that way.
It's just the skyscrapers here are less steampunk and more like large city. The farther you go out of this like center area, the more you'll see, you know, the gears and the steam and like all the noises and the workshops and everything. So, you guys have any heading, any direction you'd like to go? You're just starting to walk through the city, looking for like a tavern or something. Sounds like.
Yeah, I think that's the move for today.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready to
Okay.
get set up.
I agree.
So the more you guys head through the town, the more you would notice this steampunk aesthetic. There's definitely a lot of people who wear very interesting clothing. A lot of leathers, a lot of straps, a lot of just completely unnecessary additions to every piece of clothing that they have. Monocles, glasses, glasses on glasses, monocles on glasses, glasses on monocles. You know, like it's just this whole array of like, there's no need for any of that except for like the very base, you know? Everything is over decorated. Everything just kind of has this general feel to it. And you guys don't make it too terribly far away from the bazaar before you hear sirens of some sort going off. This loud blaring noise, and you notice a little chunk of ice lands on the ground in front of you. And then not too far away down the street, no, not down the street, but like maybe 50 feet away, a larger piece. What do you guys do?
I'll look up. See what the fuck's
I
going
run
on.
under like cover because
Yeah, that
I'm not
too.
looking up.
Okay. So Atticus, you look up and there's like a little piece that kind of bonks you on the nose. It's hailing. It's straight up like this storm. The sky that you saw when you came in has definitely gotten worse. And it's now hailing, and another piece hits the ground, and this one is like sharper. You know, like when you see icicles that fall off of roofs, it's like that coming in the ground, and it just impales and sticks in the ground not too far away from you, Atticus, as you're like, okay, time to stop looking up. And you guys tuck into this little kind of like, there's like effectively garage doors almost. You guys have made your way out of the center of the city a little more, so what you're seeing now is a lot more of 2-3 story buildings. And there's a dwarven man behind you who's just like, hey lad, get in here. And right about as he says that and reaches to go kind of close the garage door, this big hunking chunk of ice, like probably 5 to 10 feet across, impales the ground in the middle of the street.
Oh,
and he's just like,
Jesus Christ.
well, that's a new one. And that's where we're gonna stop, because cliffhanger. And why not?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Emma,
Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
give us some deeds.
Oh.
What happened?
What I don't
Nothing
know
happened.
what details you want.